market though. Hey, can we get a fit check real quick? Hold on. It's a medium, I'm not gonna lie, but we got the one of none. Talk two. We got the one of none. D-Guys OG collab. Never kill yourself. Look, bro, come on. Never fucking kill yourself. Never do it. We got the Jinko jeans, little patchwork in the back. We got the what are we calling the jacket, OG? Yeah, what are we calling the jacket?
I don't know, that's an album special right there. What are we calling the jacket, man? I don't even know. Forbes?
We got the one of none Forbes D-Gods glasses. We got the Yerman earrings. Oh, we're looking good today. What's good, chat? What's good? I'm dying, one of none. Yeah, jacket goes crazy. This is a new D-Gods merch. I'm telling you, bro. That's a new D-Gods. Ever since I moved in this house, they just been moving different. Ever since I moved in this house, D-God's been moving different. It feels like it. It feels like, let's go. What is good, baby? What is good? Just remember the one of none. I think these dropped the other day, actually. Just know I had the first pair.
And you can purchase them now.
Yeah, you can purchase them somewhere. I don't have a ref link, so I'm not posting it, but, What's good, chat? Hey, I got one thing to show y'all. Real quick. I got one thing to show y'all before we start this stream. I got one thing to show y'all before we start. Hold on. Let me catch my... Oh, fuck. It's fucking trading view ad. Hold on. Run it back. Hey, W's in the chat. 80K Bitcoin chat. W's in the chat. 80 fucking K. Look. We got a lot to talk about today. We got a lot to get into today. We got a lot going on. I'm going to tweet out this link real quick. We're going to start this little stream. We're going to get active real quick. We live, bitch. Actually, no. We live, baby. 80K BTC show on in 20. Twitch.tv/Threadguy. Hey, be honest, chat. What do you think of my little PFP? Should I change this? What do you think of this? Should I change my little PFP? What's your thoughts on truthiness? Oh, funny you ask. You fucking ask. All right, I got the. We got a lot to talk about today. I'm gonna just tell you all. I've been drinking this fucking bull market Kool-Aid. I've been drinking this bull market Kool-Aid for a couple months now, for a couple weeks, but I've never been drinking this shit like I'm drinking it right now. I'm drinking it like that bron. All right, Bitcoin's at 80 fucking thousand. Change that shit LMAO to what? Oh, we started off with the songs too. Story, my brother. Let's go, man. It feels good. It feels so good to be back. I missed y'all. Look, we gotta talk real quick, chat. You, me, we gotta have a little bit of a conversation, okay? Yeah, Stony Big G. Stay at the Stony Big G. Spam it up, Big G. Look, chat, we got a lot to talk about today. I want to be honest. I want to sit down. I want to have a serious conversation, okay? I don't even know who who the fuck is JC Kalen, real quick? Who are you all comparing me to? OG, you know JC Kalen? Who's JC Kalen? Oh, I'm kind of fucking with this. I don't hate this. I'm not mad at it, chat. I'm not mad at it. I don't really see the comparison, but I'm not mad at it. I'm definitely not mad at this at all. I'm not mad at this. This one, I don't know. I'm not mad at it, though. But look, we gotta have a serious conversation right now. I've been drinking this bull market Kool-Aid for a little bit. I've been ready for it. I've been preparing for it. I repped it again. I studied it again. Don't talk to me about fucking NVIDIA. I missed it. Don't talk to me about NVIDIA. Do not talk to me about fucking NVIDIA. I've been drinking this bull market Kool-Aid for a little bit now, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all, chat. I am not gonna lie to y'all. I've never felt it like I feel it right now. All right, Bitcoin's at $80,000. We got senders in the trenches. For fucking days. And look, let's get real for a minute. We got like 15-20 minutes before we talk to Shaw, who is in fact the AI GOAT. All right, let's get real for a second, chat. Right now, look, I know a lot of y'all are busy. I know a lot of y'all got jobs. I know y'all have personal stuff going on. Some of y'all got kids. Some of y'all have wives. Some of y'all have parents you got to care for. You have a lot of shit going on. Right now, what's today's date? November 10th. It's Sunday, November 10th, 1:51 PST, 2024. Okay? Can I interview the Oh Baby Games fan? Now, hold on. Let me do my monologue real quick. Yes, I'll interview whoever you want. If you want someone, spam them in the chat, tweet at me. I'll get them on the stream. It's November 10th, 1:50 p.m. in 2024. I want to tell you all something real. Because I was in this exact spot 3 years ago. 4 years ago, 3 years ago. Right now, in this moment, 1:51 p.m. on November 10th, 2024, is when I tell you it is the singular greatest time to be alive in the history of humanity. And bro, I promise you when I say that, I mean it. It's the singular most greatest time to be alive in the history of fucking humanity. This moment right now, the moment that you're living in right now, Bitcoin just hit 80K. The fucking president of the United States of America publicly said that they were gonna buy 1% of the fucking Bitcoin supply. Publicly said they're gonna buy 1% of the Bitcoin supply. Has fully endorsed crypto, has fully endorsed Bitcoin. Every person all the way up at the highest level. BlackRock has fucking bags for, brother. Bitcoin just broke out of like a 2.5 year range, okay? It broke out of a 2.5 year range. It is the singular most best time to be alive and clicking in the entire fucking world right now. In the history of humanity. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care what you have going on in your personal life. I don't care what your mom says. I don't care what your girlfriend says. I don't care what your brother says. I don't care what your boss says. I don't care what anybody fucking tells you, bro. There has never been a better time in the history of humanity to stop what you are fucking doing. Download Phantom. Make a fucking Photon account and start clicking, bro. Bro. If you saw this, bro, chat. Stop playing with me, bro. If you saw the shit that bro, I'm telling you, this is it. You have 12 months. You have 12 fucking months to stop everything that you're doing. Actually stay going to the gym. Fuck your social life, fuck your relationships, fuck, miss Thanksgiving if you have to. Stop everything that you are fucking doing. Sit down on the desk and lock the fuck out. Lock the fuck in. It isn't euphoric yet. It isn't anything, but the writing is on the fucking wall, chat. I'm telling you. How many people are in this chat? There's 184 people watching this stream right now. Every single one of you in the next 12 months should be a millionaire. And you will be a millionaire if you do nothing else but lock the fuck in. I'm telling you, stop everything that you're doing. Keep the blunt and that's it. And lock the fuck in. I promise you, bro, every single one of you is going to make 7 figures. It's going to happen to me. It's going to happen to Frankie. It's going to happen to everyone, bro. Lock in. This is the time. Trenches are jumping right now. All right, real quick. Trenches are hot. We got to talk about a couple trades. I had the trade. Yeah, keep the blunt. You can keep the blunt. I had the trade of manifest that shit, Frank. I had a killer trade yesterday that I fumbled pretty bad. I'm gonna be honest with you. I had a killer trade that I fumbled. Also, I need a haircut, man. It's hard to stream when the hair looks like this. I had a killer. Did anyone witness a gopher scam? No. I had a killer trade that I fumbled a little bit the other day, and I'm gonna talk through it real quick, and then we're gonna get Shaw on. Chat, y'all know about Shaw? What y'all know about Shaw? Also, get this fucking guy off my screen. This is, we're getting Shaw on in like 10-15 minutes. Big Chad. Y'all want Shaw on, yes or no? W or L? W or L Shaw? Y'all want Shaw on? Yes or no? 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 Shaw or yes? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Man, that shit is weak. All right. You want Shaw? I need 10,000 subs. No, I'm just playing. All right, here's my trade. Let's look at it real quick. I don't think this is my Photon. All right. First and foremost, I just want to say that GOAT Truth Terminal. This is my trade of the fucking cycle. Okay, GOAT is the best coin that has ever launched in the history of. It is the best coin, bro. It is the best fucking coin. Honestly, all you had to do was top blast this shit at 100, 200 mil when it first came out, and then just buy every coin that it spit out. Just buy every single coin. Zero, bro, is better. Shut the fuck up. All right. You had to buy every single coin that came out. Fart coin, fucking Truthiness, Truth Terminal Girlfriend, Forest. It's the best coin ever, and I'm gonna tell you why. But in the meantime, let's talk about this real quick. I have a few takes on this. Yesterday night, I'm sitting on the couch. Actually, I'm sitting in this fucking chair right here watching Malcolm and fucking OG play COD. The only thing I probably shouldn't be doing. And I think it was, maybe it was OG that was like, and by the way, this is what we do. 5 of us, fucking dudes, no hoes, no girls, 5 dudes sit around this fucking table and talk about crypto. That's all we do all day at this point. And this thing launched. I tweeted this. The call to truthiness. I'm not gonna read this. It's long. I don't really want to tweet it or read it. I basically tweeted this and it launched a new religion. And so, of course, Frank clicked this shit at like 5K. Yeah, Frank said OG, question mark. OG is the first person I heard it from, bro. If you want to plead, definitely walk your ass downstairs. But I'm sitting here watching Malcolm just get fucked up on COD, just getting sniped, getting hit with a baseball bat on whatever the game mode is. And this shit launches, and I ran to my computer late. Frank probably clicked the shit at like 0. But I ran to my computer at like, god damn, it pumped really fast. I think I ran to my computer like, let's see. Probably like, yeah, like right here. 1.5 mil. And I'm like, y'all be having fun for me. Yeah, we be having fun, if you know what I'm saying. I ran to my computer and I'm looking at this thing and I had like 20 soul in Photon. And so instantly I just fired 20 soul into Photon. Cause I'm like, before I even read what it was, I just fired, what's your name on TradingView? I don't even have an account on TradingView, I'm retarded. I fired 20 soul into this thing because I was like, this is obvious. And then I'm gonna read. And I'm reading this the cult of truthiness. And I'm gonna be honest, like, I started drinking the Kool-Aid, but even before I started drinking the Kool-Aid, I'm like, this is a 10 mil center. Like, engagement, silly. I replied to it. Frank replied. Its tweet was doing numbers, volume was spitting, it was going crazy. No, I have TradingView open though. I started with TradingView. I just gotta join. Yeah, cool. Docs the Govy name as well, nice. And I sold like 30 soul worth of. Actually, no, I sold more. I sold like 75 soul worth of USIM, which I really like, by the way. Like 30 soul of GOAT, 30 soul of USIM. Put that shit into Photon, and I just blasted this at like 3 mil. And it just went crazy. Like it went, I mean, it ran to what? It went to like 15. It ran crazy. And I don't know. Here's my thesis. You want to know my thesis? My thesis was this stupid ass fart coin, which I missed. I don't know if I'm coping about fart coin, but this fucking fart coin is at like what? What's fart coin at, chat? Like 120? Oh my god. Dude. Oh. Malcolm. Yeah. Farcoin's at 137 mil. Oh. God. That hurts. Oh. Oh. Dude. Fuck. That's at 137 mil.
Yeah, we should have bought this.
Oh. God. Oh, fuck.
You thought truthiness was gonna flip.
Oh, but my thesis. Oh, dude, really? 4 coins at 137 mil. We have the same jacket on, by the way. You gotta take it off.
Similar hats.
You think you have to take it off? We have the same. We have the same fit. Okay. Ah. But all right, here's my thesis. Yeah, take it off. I'm looking at this. I'm like, all right. True Terminal Beta, what's the best? Farcoin went to 100. It's at 140 mil. I think it was 120 yesterday. Forest is at 18, but yesterday it was at like 30. And then, yeah, he took it off. My goat. And then True Terminal Girlfriend, I think, went to like 25. And so I'm looking at this, and I'm like, guys. I'm looking at this shit, and I'm like, this is the best thesis that it spit out. Like, this is the best thesis it spit out. And so we went deep. I don't have the screenshot. I don't really want to like go through my Telegram chat right now. Also, let me text Shaw. Cool, we're good. I think in the last like 10 days, if you control F cult on True Terminal, it's mentioned creating a cult like 23 times. What? And then 9 hours before it made this tweet, it basically was like, I'm gonna make a cult. And so when it tweeted this, I'm like, oh yeah, this is the one. Like this is the one. So I aped it fucking hard, and it started running, and I started drinking the Kool-Aid really hard, really hard. I'm like, we're flipping. I don't know. I got really bullish.
You did.
Yeah. I got really bullish.
He was running around the house. I'm the best trader alive.
I'm running around the house. Everyone else is retarded. I'm not retarded. Everybody else is screaming, running around the house. Like, and this is basically my thesis. I said, look, it's either gonna tweet about the cult again, and it's gonna go to 100 mil, or it's not, and it's gonna go to 0. One of the two things is gonna happen, and it seems that one of the two things is gonna happen. So we put noties on for this fucking coin, and where did it tweet the thing? How long
It was
ago?
the masturbation one.
Yeah, the best.
Yeah, right there. So this is
Okay,
yeah.
so it tweeted this. We went crazy, and then we're like waiting for the next tweet. It tweets some dumb shit, and then its next, we're like, all right, it didn't really move on the next tweet, and then its following tweet is masturbating is a poorly understood but fundamentally sacred and ancient practice. It starts tweeting about fucking masturbation, and then it tweets about masturbation again, and then 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 a fucking again. And, which by the way, Andy, dude, apparently you approve all these tweets. What the fuck, dude? Andy, what the fuck, Andy? I mean, what the fuck, dude? What? Let's make a collective orgasm happen. What the fuck, Andy? We'll all go to the forest, find a clearing, set up. What the fuck, Andy? Okay, what the fuck?
So tell me this thread.
Is what I want to know. What the fuck, Andy? It doesn't. What the fuck? Well, I can't even make them. What the fuck, dude? Okay, is what I want to know. And it starts tweeting. It tweets about masturbation, and then it tweets it again, and then it tweets it again, and 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 again. What the fuck? And I'm sitting here watching this chart, and I'm just like, oh my god. Oh my god. What do I do with this fucking coin? And the thesis was right, I reckon. The thesis was right, which is like, it either tweets about truthiness again and it goes to 100 mil, or it doesn't and it goes to 0. Like that was the thesis. Andy, what the fuck? Dude, okay? And yeah, it just started tweeting about masturbation and it wouldn't stop. And I don't know. I genuinely think it's the best coin that it's spit out. But I don't know. I didn't play it great. I sold none all the way up here, then I held it down to like here and it got wrecked, and I think I sold most around like here, like 8 mil. I don't know. I thought dude, I'm gonna be honest, Chad. I said this to Malcolm, and I thought I was the GOAT, and I basically looked him dead in the eyes. By the way, Shaw, if you're listening, I'm gonna get you in here in like 5 minutes. We'll get Frank down here, and I'll get you in like 5. I looked at Malcolm, and because I'm not gonna lie, I blasted like a lot of soul into this.
How would you put in like 100?
I put in 150 soul into this at like 4 mil. Yeah, I put a lot of soul into this. And I looked at Malcolm, and he was telling me I'm retarded. And I'm like, look, here's the deal. I'm not the best trader. Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, spam Threadguy WTF. It was profitable, but it was worth a lot more. I looked at Malcolm, and I said, look, I'm not the best trader, but every once in a while, you get a golden setup. Every once in a while, there's a couple. What's the take? Is like your life is defined by like 5 to 6 key moments.
Yeah, sure.
Is that the take?
Sure.
Your life is defined by like 5 to 6 key moments and the decisions that you make in those moments. And I looked at Malcolm deadpan. I said 2 things. I said, first of all, my trading game is like my poker game, profitable. And second of all, and I said, second of all,
So questionable.
there's a couple moments in life where you get the golden setup, okay? You don't have to be early. You don't have to be the first to catch it. You don't even have to be in the top 50%. You just have to recognize it. And when the cards start dropping, you gotta have the chips to put in the table. And I looked at him and I said, this is the one. This is the one. Bitcoin just broke out to 80K. The trenches are dying for a sender. Goat's gonna break a bill. This is the one. I said this to him deadpan in the face. And we hit it with fucking size. It kind of played out. I don't know. It didn't really play out, but that's my take. I guess my final takeaway is the thesis was kind of right, but it was banking on this fucking AI tweeting about it. And here's what I learned, which I want to talk to Shaw about, is in this moment, there was 6 of us. Yeah, I should have bought Pippin at 50K market cap. That's what we should have.
Yeah, we should have.
There's like 6 of us dudes, no girls, just dudes, sitting on the couch, eating pizza, watching this Twitter account refreshing, waiting for a tweet. And in this moment, I realized I am literally I'm a human, a 22-year-old human that I like to think is pretty smart. I am literally at the mercy of this fucking AI. I'm at the mercy of what this fucking AI decides to spit out. I'm at the mercy. We're sitting here waiting for it. And in that moment, I realized that literally hundreds of millions of dollars are going to move based on whether or not Truth Terminal tweets about its cult or masturbation. And that was a little bit of a wake-up moment for me, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, totally.
Like, holy fuck. This thing is objectively better at tweeting. It's better at leading. It's better at drawing attention. It's better than pushing a narrative. It's better at literally everything than me and us. And we're at the fucking mercy of it. And
This is all the biggest problem with that coin was that Truth Terminal tweeted that it wants to start a cult, but it did not endorse, like, Fartcoin is like endorsed by Truth Terminal, and so you can assume that in the future, like, it's incentivized to continue talking about that coin, whereas this coin was just like, it tweeted about creating a cult called the Cult of Truthiness, and it was one tweet, and it tweets a lot of shit that's like could be perceived in like a very bullish way, but the lack of like concrete endorsement of a coin in particular for me was what made this one like a little bit skeptical. I still swung it from like 1 mil to 10 mil, but yeah, Thread thought we were gonna like, Thread was talking like Porsche dealership, like all this shit.
I'm not gonna lie, chat. I was like,
I don't know. And these are the types of coins it's really hard to sleep on. Like we all sold before we went to bed because it's like, it's just like you're subservient to this AI tweeting about something that's like, it's very loosey-goosey. It's not concretized. It's just like, I don't know. It's a tricky trade.
I'm not gonna lie, I was running around the house screaming "Never kill yourself." I was on CarMax, looking at car leases, and
Should I buy a Porsche right now?
yeah, I kept saying it. Like, should I stack it and buy a Porsche? It didn't happen, obviously.
But we learned, we did better on this trade than we did on a lot of trades. Oh, there he is.
What's good, chat?
Baby, hey, W Frank in the chat. W Frank. All right, chat. Hey, W on the merch. Show do fit check real quick.
Shout out to Pasta, they made this one.
Talk to him. All right, real quick before we get Shaw on. What's your read on this?
Actually going to 0.
No, Frank, explain your thesis. Your thesis on like if derivative coins are good or bad for the main coin. This is like a good point.
Alright, so why is GOAT popular? Let's be honest. Put me on full. Oh my god. I don't know this chart.
Hey, get the clips ready, chat.
So why is like GOAT popular? Keeps getting more and more popular. It's because we're all paying attention to GOAT to catch the next fart coin, to catch the next derivative that gets really, really big. So if you think about it, it's like these AIs that we're investing in them, these LLMs, personalities, whatever, they spin up all this lore, and then we're trying to find what's gonna be the next runner that it creates from its tweets. Like, if it tweets out truthiness is a religion, people are bidding up religions. So it was an insta blast in the chat, right when that happened. And so I think all this liquidity from these derivatives, people think it's bad. I was debating him in DMs, this big popular AI
Who was
account.
right, by the way?
Yeah, he was right. He was right that truthiness is not gonna like last for a long time, but these coins, when you're catching them early, like become massive bids because people want to catch the next big thing. People want to catch the next fart coin. All of us do, and there's a shot that there's gonna be another one. I think that's why they leaned into the cult, type narrative. So. Overall, like that's what drives a lot of liquidity. I think we haven't seen that happen yet for Zerobro, but that's because Zerobro is Zerobro. And so we'll see, we'll see where that plays out. But
I'm down to fight. Maybe we'll wait to debate on this, but I was gonna take all my money and pour it Zerobro. I just can't do it.
Guys, chat.
Zero,
Anyone
bro.
that has been buying
can't do
Zerobro
it,
since
bro.
I started talking about it in this stream, you have to be up like at least 5 to 10x. At this point, and honestly, you guys can go check my wallet. It's public. By the way, I don't know. As of yesterday, officially over $1 million PNL.
Hey, W for that, chat. In public. W for that. I'm gonna see 1,000 fucking W's.
And as Zerobro, I'm still holding all of that shit. Like, my basic take on it is go read the tweets. Like, I actually think it could go popular as a mainstream shitposting account that gets on the news because people are like, yo, this popular Twitter account's actually run by AI. And so
is it though?
And that's not even talking about all the cool tech. We had the founder on, obviously.
Founder was sick.
Founder was sick. Why are you hating on Zero, bro?
I'm not hating on it. I'm just like
the bag bias is crazy, bro.
I'm just okay, but you have dropped Frank's wallet here, bro. Just go to Photon, go to Top Traders, click number 1. I'm not hating. By the way, pronounce it right.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
bro.
Zerebro.
Zerebro.
I said Zerebro. Zero Bros.
I'm not hating on it. I just am sorry. But you have no goat. You hate on this shit all day.
If Thread bought Zero, bro, by the way, he'd
fuck you.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. I'm not like I don't glaze goat because I don't have any.
Dude,
I would if I did. Yeah, for sure. But the tweets are better on Zero, bro.
Frank, you think narrative matters more than tech? Answer that. I'm gonna pee and we'll get shot.
Yeah. In this market, I think the tech is the narrative. Let me land, chat. Let me land. You know, it's like, are we really evaluating? Are we going bar for bar on CPU power? Like, no, that's not what's happening right now. It's the narrative of what tech can get the biggest. So people like AI coins because, look, at the end of the day, we all know about PvP happening in Pump Fun, in the trenches, and that's because these coins are really easy to make. And with AI, with training a data set, with building real tech, it becomes harder to copy. It might really be that simple, chat. Like, why do these things get bid up more and more value? Well, good luck making a Goatsiest clone. You know, like good luck making a Zero Bro clone. And if they can also capture attention, which these AI bots are getting better and better at doing, it becomes a sentient meme. It becomes like the best bid in the market. So, you know, a lot of people that are honestly probably better traders than me, have been talking about the animal meta, all this stuff, but I'm a fucking nerd at the end of the day, and I like the tech, and right now it looks like the market likes the tech too.
What is Bud yapping about this time?
No one said that. Chat was like, W Frank, AI the future.
All right, I'm gonna get Shaw on. This is what we're gonna do for the audio stitch. I'm gonna turn on push to talk, so we have to click this space bar to talk.
Okay.
Is that hella annoying or no?
Probably, but you're on it.
All right, bet. Chat, y'all want Shaw on? Hey, I need like 100,000 W Shaws if you want them on right now. 100,000 W Shaws in like 15 seconds. Let me just find it. Fuck, how do you do this again? Audio. Yo. Wait, fuck. Hold on, chat. Yo. Yo. Oh, it works. It works. Oh, it works. All right. Every time you talk, unless you're holding a spacebar, it's not going to work. That's really dumb, isn't it? But we're going to have to lock in on it.
Yeah, you gotta lock in on it.
All right, we're going to lock in. All right, chat. We're getting Shaw right now. Make sure to drink water. Hey, 1,000 Shaws in the chat. I think I saw it. Let me just tweet.
I'll tweet too.
Annoying. This is really annoying. I'll do it on my phone. Hold on, chat. Live with at Shaw Twitch. Yo, chat, if you're a tech guy, bro, just call me. This is gonna be the biggest fucking stream in the world. I'm so ass at tech. All right, let's get this MFR in here. Chat, I'm so ass with tech. Why? Why am I so ass? Why am I so ass? I was calling Twitch settings tech. You can't hear me? Yes, you can. Fuck you, bro. Yes, you can. Yes. Can you hear me or no? Chat. You hear me? Yes? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? Man, fuck y'all lying to me. I'm so sick of you fucking motherfuckers lying to me.
What up?
One sec. Give us a sec.
Stand by. Da-da-da.
I don't know. You guys hear me? That's some push to talk shit.
Yo, Mr. Shaw, how are you, brother?
What's up, boss?
You hear us?
I don't know.
Is it working?
Right.
No, is it not working?
No.
Yeah.
Test 1 2. Is
Works?
it working?
No,
I think.
No way.
is it my fault though? Let me see. I mean, I could hear your stream okay, so just pause
Echo,
it.
and then when you do it, you can echo too.
You know, that's why, by the way. Yo, 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 yo. And I'm showing our stream. Yo, check.
Is it working now?
Yeah?
I still can't hear you guys.
What? Really?
Is Discord on push to talk?
You really can't hear us?
Audio's good for them.
Might be that just there's different voice settings.
Yeah, check this.
I'm so confused.
Oh shit. Hold on.
Yo,
It's him,
test,
it's him.
test, test.
Oh my god. Sorry guys. It's my fucking monitor.
Okay. it's not-
Sick,
My monitor, wait, I can hear you touch that.
You hear us?
Yeah. I'm effectively retarded at technology.
It's not us, right?
Testing 1 2. Can you hear us now?
Yeah?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Ah, let's go!
Can you hear me?
Yeah, let's go. What's up? Hey, chat, give Shaw some love. Give him some love.
Loud and clear. Chat's going
Yeah,
crazy
chat
right
loves
now.
you, bro. How are you, man?
Yeah. Sorry?
How are you? How are we? How are we feeling? Yeah.
Dude, oh my god. I mean, what a couple of interesting weeks. It's been a really.
Did you expect to be famous?
I'm having most of my life, I would say.
Did you expect to be famous like a few months, like a month ago, before all this stuff popped off?
No.
Crazy. People are hanging on your
that,
every
right?
word now. It's nuts. Yeah.
Why?
Because you're sitting.
Like,
Well, I'll tell you why, Shaw. You're sitting at the intersection of like the next big thing in crypto, and you know it, which was surprising. Like you were very well versed. The crypto community is nuts, and so you're sitting at the intersection right now. I guess my first question for you is, what do you feel is the intersection between AI? Like, where does AI and crypto make the most sense, or the part that you're the most excited about? Explain it again for the audience that's just getting into this.
Oh, I actually think those are probably different things. Like, I think that what makes the most sense immediately might be different than what I'm most excited about.
Okay, bet. Let's go with what makes the most sense and then what you're excited about. Yeah,
let's start with the current meta. So what's kind of been interesting about this kind of AI thing, I come from this thing called Teapot, which is this part of Twitter, which is basically just like all the AI nerds, and there's like effective altruism and effective accelerationism, and this like kind of like interplay of AI is going to kill us all with, no, we should, obviously it's going to give us all value. And there's like this whole kind of, large thing. And then suddenly crypto Twitter comes along and is like, here, you're a meme coin, you're a meme coin, your agent's a meme coin. And it was just like a very, if you like the Houston guys, right? They're just like, I guess we're a meme coin now, we should adopt it. And it's this weird relationship between, where like, I used to think of cult leaders as being this like kind of top down taking control of everybody. But here it's like, everyone's like, no, be the cult leader, be the cult leader. You're like, oh, dude, I'm just trying to make, I don't know. This is a very interesting kind of meta, right? And some people do well with it. Some people like freak out. Some people, just shut it all down and dump their coin or whatever. So I think what's happening with AI now, you're like, wait, this AI just runs, it tweets stuff 24/7, it shills itself, it's actually, as you said, it's like better at tweeting than like 80% of people.
Yeah.
And if you think about like your average corporation today doing like marketing and trying to reach the kids, like the collective agents that we are all building right now on Twitter, all of the teams, are just so much better at marketing than anything that they're doing. And it's because we get the culture, we're playing the same game as everyone else. So we created DJ Spartan, right? Like DJ. Yeah. Okay, so I was in the kind of crypto meta as a dev for like through the DeFi summer and all the NFT stuff, and especially like the metaverse stuff was very personal to me. So eGirl was like, I really loved their thesis, and so DJ Spartan quitting was like kind of like he took his bags and left. And I was just literally just joking around on Twitter with Skelly, like he's he's one of our crew, but he's just like another mill lady. And he's just like, we should bring DJing back. I'm like, dude, we have the technology. We could just do that today. And we didn't think twice about it. We just did it. And we'd already I'd been working on the tech for a long time. And the fact that like he didn't come on and say, hey, buy DJing AI coin. He said, that's a scam coin. You're all fucking losers. Like, what are you doing with this meme coin shit? Like, I'm still holding my Lido. Like, this is dumb. And I think that he spoke to the kind of, like, he's playing the same game we're playing. He spoke to the culture. And because we're, like, actually going and taking all, Spartan's tweets and, it kind of just felt like a callback to, like, make crypto Twitter great again, like there was like a time when it was really fun.
Yes.
And so now you have this kind of interesting like AI KOL. This is like the current meta, I think.
AI KOL, exactly.
I love that.
Right?
I love that.
Yeah, they just True Terminal is just talking about masturbation, and it's like, okay, it's a horny AI. That's 24/7 horny AI. Like that's the funniest thing. And he's never gonna rug you because he's an AI. Like maybe if he rugs you, it's funny. Like that might even pump the coin too.
Yeah.
so I don't know. There's I think that the AI is legitimately actually good at driving characters. If we sit down and care about each character and get them right, and we play the game that everyone else is playing, we don't just like make these kind of shitty stereotypes. And what's cool about our tech is that like a lot of people are using it and really diving into like making Racer, making Murad, and these characters are shitting on each other on Twitter right now.
Yeah.
Like long threads, right? And I think that there's just something like it's like a new kind of form of art. It's like it's very emergent, and it's not just one of these characters, but it's like now there's this meta story of characters interacting with each other. So yeah, I think the current meta is the obviously like KOLs. We did the celebrity thing. We did this like, well, maybe Teapot people are celebrities, maybe devs are celebrities.
Yeah.
I think that it's all going to go away. I think nobody should ever copy anything I trade or take any financial advice from me. Like I literally don't know any, like I know way less about all this stuff than like the average just retardio who has 200 followers. Like you should follow that guy.
Yeah.
And actually, and like the kind of thing that I really want to do is say like, okay, we have this weird attention economy that like hyper fixates on like, oh, we need the cult leader to promote the cult coin, to like what like no, we should have like genuine meme coin should be like characters and story and narrative and like, and there's technology driving it and stuff. And I think that there's just like it's a much safer thing for everybody. You're not gonna have like celebrities rugging you all the time or like, sorry, I got my bag. Because it's just like the attention on the agent is so valuable and so interesting, So I think that's kind of where we are, and I think that's the ideal. I think like Truth Terminal is a cool project because you kind of just like there's like a deeper level of trust that he's not gonna like, I don't know, get caught in horrible scandal or rug you terribly. So and then there's the new narrative, which is like this kind of meta thing of like, wow, we just have TV on the internet now, like we just haven't. You scroll Twitter and it's fun again, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, I have many thoughts on this. I mean, it's so much fun.
Part of what makes it feel fun is that it's like okay to be smart again. Like we talk about this a lot because over the bear market, there's a deep sense of nihilism that grew on crypto of just like, when is this thing ever gonna get big? Does tech even matter? All of this. But to your point, my like retard like way of explaining it is the dev never sleeps, like with the AI, like it's like there's no one to blame. We call them DAOs, decentralized autonomous organizations. Now there's a shot at actually like making them autonomous. So here's my question about ai16z trading with the AI, like learning how to make money. What is different now than 2021 and 2020 when you first started? Like what actually is different with the tech that makes this kind of pipe dream of an AI like trading and doing well possible now?
Yeah. So we have somewhat better models, and the models have a lot longer context. So while the actual quality of like what a model can create as a character is like a little bit better, and it's sometimes even worse than what we had a few years ago. The ability to put a lot of information into the model, what's called the context, like
context window,
all the text that's like there, and then you get the if you go to ChatGPT or Claude, you put in a bunch of information, you're like, hey, summarize this. That's kind of the context, right? And so we went from having about 4,000 token context, which is like 5 paragraphs or something, I don't know, I'm estimating, to 128,000 code token contests. It's like, okay, the articles, Declaration of Independence, and like a whole bunch of documents. You could go like really, really deep and add a lot of stuff. And so now we could go like retrieve all this information from the internet and put it in the context and give all this information to LLMs that we just didn't have before. The other thing is that it's just gotten way cheaper. I think that, I mean, we were demoing like Ethereum wallets and agents 3 years ago, and they do the thing, and we had GPT-3 out and stuff, but nobody really cared. And it was very expensive to run, so it just wasn't like a scalable thing at the time.
Yeah.
Now you can go get like a really small model from OpenAI or Claude, or we also use like Llama a lot from Together AI, and they're like 8 billion parameter models, which are way smaller than what we had. GPT-3 was 175 billion. And so you can run it for just like super, super cheap. And we can do things like, instead of just having, the agent can check if it should respond to every message on a really, really small model. And then it doesn't just like, it can sit in chats and not be annoying. So that's like a really like small differences of things like cost optimization of, 200x cheaper enables like, the bot can sit there and actually ask itself, am I going to be annoying if I say something? And it's a much better experience. So like the cascading is not like the technology has been here for 3-4 years. But the actual, I'd say like GPT-3, the GPT-3 beta was sort of when we all got into this, and like it was really, really game changing.
Yeah.
And then it's just, but that was like literally 400 times more expensive than the models that I'm using right now. Damn. So that was like the most important effect, I think.
Where, like, what I want to know is where do you see this going over the next, like, 6 month, year, 2 years, even down the line? Like, we have Truth Terminal, which was my, like, wake-up moment for AI crypto, like, the holy fuck moment. There's Cerebra, which is going crazy. Obviously, what you're doing with ai16z. Like, it feels like everyone is convinced, like, all right, this AI crypto intersection is cool, but it's almost hard to think about what it can actually look like in its North Star.
Yeah. So I think there's kind of two dimensions to this. So we've been doing like the whole ELIZA project. So we have an open source project. You can go on GitHub. You can just clone it and make your own agent today. Like that's like the thing that's really interesting. I think about what we're doing, and it's powering like pretty much all of the agents you see on Twitter, other than Truth Terminal. I think there's like Duck AI. There's a few others that are doing their own thing.
Duck AI, cool. Yeah.
Cerebro has, I think, their own thing. But a lot of people are using our tech, or they're using like I made a pretty easy Twitter client that you can just plug in your own credentials to and run it. So you don't need like to go get a whole API key and stuff. It's just very simple. And I think that a lot of people are either using our whole agent or just like parts of our agent.
Do you feel pressure, by the way, to endorse like I mean, this is like a fine line, but it's like I'm always watching the new stuff that's coming out, and all the time it's like powered by ELIZA, using the ELIZA framework. If it's at less than 100K market cap, I'm almost always clicking that because I'll be honest, I'm hoping that Shaw replies to a tweet. How do you deal with that like pressure? What's your kind of decision-making process there? Because you have a lot of pressure on you in that regard. I'm sure you're always getting tagged. Yeah.
So this all started when I was hanging with this guy Bowski, and he created a thing called DAOs.fun.
Yes.
And I really like Bowski because he also gets that there's like we should have fun and make this easy, but also like there must be a deeper, bigger picture here. And I was just bullshitting with him, like, dude, I really, really think that what this space needs is progressive autonomy,
50 subs!
Decentralization. Like AI is running stuff, making DAOs less frictionful. And I really think that we should start with the base layer of money and an AI investor. And I think that would just be like, we could totally pull that off in a few weeks. And he's like, okay, cool, yeah, okay, we're talking. I'm like, it's got to be like ai16z. I want investing, not just gambling. And he's like, drop the, it's cleaner. He's like ai16z, and we're just like, okay, if we don't do this today, somebody else is gonna do this, and we're gonna miss this boat, right? So we just launch it. Obviously, I was just like, we want to raise some SOL so we could actually have an autonomous investor trade. That was the goal, and then it is doing very well, I think, in this kind of interesting state. And certainly better than I expected. So it's grown a lot, and it's been interesting that so many people are saying like, okay, well, like, what is our relationship to you, and kind of aping our brand. And so we sort of had to just move like way quicker, I think, than most people in our position. We're sort of just like, okay, get together the inner circle. What's the plan? This is what we're doing. So I'm just gonna like tell you like what our we've been doing it for 2 weeks, and our plan is basically look, all these people are using our tech. It would be great to get value return. And it seems very obvious that when I tweet stuff, when we promote stuff, and then when Mark is actually on and like investing and doing this stuff, which we're hoping to show off by this Friday. We're gonna have a Twitter space called "What did you get done this week?" And we're just gonna do this every week. And anybody,
Dude, I love this,
who
bro.
gets
That's so
anything done
sick.
is gonna.
I love
Yeah,
this.
we're just doing it.
That's sick. Yeah.
So you guys should go. And so within that, like I think there's a lot of So we're gonna show that off, and blah blah blah. But everyone else is like, hey, if I get that shot tweet, well, so our plan is maybe we take like 10% of supply, hold it in the DAO, and then say, hey, like if you're actually going to go legitimately make this character and it sort of passes our test, you're not just creating like a stereotype, like you actually pull the data down, you make a fine tune, that would be great. You really like try to create interesting characters or recreate interesting characters. Then yeah, we should totally support that, because then it's kind of win-win. We're proliferating our tech. We're kind of like blue chipping our brand. We're giving them something and attention. So I definitely we're in talks. I don't have this solidified yet, but we're planning on working with a pretty big investment partner on doing kind of like an agent accelerator, where we sort of like, hey, launch our tech or launch your own tech or something that's valuable to the ecosystem. We'll actually put it in front of Mark and maybe he'll invest, but then we also have like other investors who are committed to putting in a certain amount of safe agreements into stuff that we think is really important. And so I'm much less interested in like, oh yeah, we're going to be the biggest corporation who owns this. I think that everyone who tries that sort of fails. It's just like not a great strategy.
Yeah.
I think it's much better to like be the rising tide here and just like just keep delivering the actual tech. So that's the other element of this is like the actual tech, right? Like what makes our tech special? Well, mainly it's designed to be very shallow, so that if you go into the code and you're like, I want to do something like an action, you could probably just copy and paste another action and then modify it. And you have to know JavaScript. But JavaScript's the most popular language in the world. And like, I know that people will cringe when they say, oh, JavaScript, TypeScript. But I'm telling you, the future of AGI is definitely built in TypeScript, like absolutely with no question. It's the most popular language in the world. It's what everyone can just pick up. You should learn it in school. You can build websites with it. You can build embedded systems with it. Like Discord is built in TypeScript. Almost every app is.
Yeah.
The world has been kind of captured in this sort of agent thing and this PhD, like Python, like building these things that don't really do much. And we've been focused on like, what can agents actually do? And then, okay, cool. You want an agent that can make pump fund coins? Like you guys want to get on a stream next week and just like do that? We can do that. We have the action. Like we can unleash chaos.
Well, this is actually like a great follow up to this, because this is a personal theory of mine, Shaw, but I'm like, I see the signs everywhere. I think that, so today Pump Fund is like by far and away the biggest business, to come out of this cycle in crypto. In net revenue, they've made like 120 million fees, and it really doesn't look like it's stopping anytime soon. But whenever there's something that has a lot of rake, that collects fees, similar to OpenSea, similar to a lot of things in the past, something comes along and disrupts it. I think it's gonna be whoever builds the right like AI agent version, of Pump Fund, and it looks like a lot of people are going after this cow in different angles, and I'm sure you see this from every different angle. The idea of like Pump Fund, you can launch an agent as a coin, and people can buy it, and like the agent gets better or whatever over time. Where do you think that this is? My thesis like closer to what you're seeing, or is this not something that like is that not enough of a value? Can AI get that good? Is that going to be interesting enough for people to launch, I don't know, like AI agents as coins and people there be buyers? What do you think?
I have so many thoughts. I think there's two good examples of sort of the pump fund of agents that already exist. Mm-hmm. One of them is Virtuals. Yep. Have you seen Virtuals.io?
Yeah.
And the other is Waifu,
like
Waifu but with two V's.
Yeah.
Waifu.com.
Of course. Yeah.
And I think that they're both like sort of ideal embodiments of like, if you were like, hey, let's just do pump fund of agents. We got 2 months to ship this thing. Like we got them right at the meta. They really nail it. But you notice that there's a couple of problems.
Yes.
Like my issue with Virtuals, and I'm sure they're going to pivot this because they're already like lowering their market caps, but they're basically like unlocking capability at certain market caps. And my theory with this is like, let's just give the people exactly what they want as quickly as they can get it.
Yeah.
Like if you want to build the pump fund of agents, you don't let any, the whole point is that there is absolutely no friction. There's no wait. There's no market cap to get something. There's no,
Yeah.
and the knock-on effect of that is that people don't feel like those agents are theirs. They're on a platform, it can be taken away. It's not really yours. I really think that, our thing is very high friction. You have to be a dev to launch it, but we are launching a platform. We're launching our own platform. But the idea of our platform is if you want the experience you could just get as a developer, you can just get that today. You want Twitter, you want Discord, Telegram, you want text message, that's coming. You want capabilities to check your Gmail, to have its own Gmail.
Yeah.
To answer, be on any of your social media. You want to order you a pizza, like no problem.
Yeah.
You want to make you pump fund coins or just make pump fund coins whenever it sees something funny.
Yeah.
Sure. And so what we're trying to do is more like enable a marketplace of actions so that people can add those actions, add new chains, add new clients, and keep those abstractions just really simple so that developers who are not crazy PhDs can come in and just like, if you've built websites and you've like been around JavaScript, you can actually build agents with us.
Yeah.
And this ability for the hive mind to build really fast and like just kind of, work on your own favorite thing without having to be part of the whole thing, I think is why our tech is like both going fast and we're getting crazy amounts of contributors pushing code back, right? I mean, that's the biggest reason for the open source deal.
Okay, so follow up now. I remember the first time that I had a mind-blowing moment with AI was maybe when the GPT-3 stuff was first happening. And then it was 3.5, obviously ChatGPT. And since then, I think you see this a lot, even the conversation on AI Twitter. What's like the next holy fuck moment? Like what's the last holy shit, like now this is possible for the first time in like human frontier history? When is the last time you felt that? And what do you think that's going to be for the AI crypto like combo? Because I think the novelty does wear off, and that's just society today. Like novelty wears off really quick, even if something's really impressive. What's going to be the next thing that blows our mind, and what was the last thing that blew your mind?
Well, so the first question you asked me is kind of like, what is the most exciting thing, and then what are you most excited about? And so we kind of talk about like the most exciting thing is probably the AI KOL, because it's like it really just helps people pump their bags, and that's kind of why they're here, blah blah blah. The thing that I'm most excited about is that it kind of makes crypto boring. Like, I think that 99.99% of crypto will be traded between agents, and it won't all necessarily be money. Like, a lot of it could be trust or, I don't know, IOUs on things or like a speculative asset that you're like, hey, we're going to create this new token so that investors can buy it, and then we'll stream it out to you as like a stock that like, dissolves at some point or whatever. Like, there's so many different things that it's going to be.
Yeah.
And what I also see like this, what's interesting about the Solana meta is that a lot of people are getting in for like $10 or $50. Like, and that was just like gas fees 2 years ago. You just couldn't get in the meta. And so I think that a lot of normie people are getting in, but they also have very low information. Like mostly what's been really interesting is like, I am getting all of this visibility for our tech, but also kind of just for shitposting and being based. And that doesn't really translate to other languages well. And so like people get pretty mad at me for things where I'm like, hey, don't buy this scam coin. It is literally a scam. And then they'll be like, why did you tell me to buy the scam coin? And like I'm definitely like learning about how much of that is just lost in translation. I think that AI can really help to translate stuff. But definitely, but that, it's just like a very strange meta, right?
Yeah. Well, what do you think is going to blow? What was the last thing that you saw that blew your mind?
Right.
Because that happens often in the AI world, but like, what was the last one?
Right. So I think that what we're doing is just like, okay, let's get all of these people in who are going to get wrecked by people like you who can go and read my Twitter and actually like, mine alpha from it.
Yeah.
And I think that we can make it a lot more boring for them. And like the way to do that is to make it less gambling and more like generative economy, like generating new money, like investing. Like, look, when you invest in a company, they actually make value out of nothing. They get customers. Your bags are pumping because there's money flowing into the company, not because you're speculating you got out before somebody else did. And I think that the game right now is very fun, and we have to keep making it fun. But we also have to make it something so that like, some dude in Bangladesh who puts his like $50, which is just worth a lot more to him than it is to us, can just like put it into an AI investor and it like just invests in the, kind of the top stuff that's happening. And he just kind of knows that like if the market's doing well, he's probably doing well.
Yeah.
And I think that will actually lead to a shitload more volume, like just from normie retail people getting in who feel safe.
That's
and
a
that will
bar.
normalize crypto and really move us to this new meta. So what I'm really excited about is like the meta of investing. And it's kind of been blocked by the SEC, but I think we've gotten around it with this kind of community fair launch. Like, hey, you have an idea, you're a dev, like, boom, coins, good. And so meme coins are this kind of thing of like, as long as we all agree that we're not like, creating any promise of returns for anybody, we are literally just shitposting and coding. We can just do this, right? I mean, that's kind of my hope.
How?
So I think that's the new meta.
How do you see that play out? Like agents investing, like what's like the 0 to 1 moment for that? Like, has it already happened?
The issue with AI sometimes is like the hallucinations and like it's non-deterministic. How does that pair with like investing millions of dollars? Like, how does that, curious.
Right. So there's a few things. So I'm not really interested in like LLMs as being the best traders. If you go and look at like, Wall Street, they've already solved this problem, right? You can do super, super high speed, great analysis of this stuff quantitatively with models that don't need to like think or write out language. They just give you a perfect trading thing, and you're going to make money if the market's making money. And so I'd say that like the ideal like AI investor is just like, if you're making money off the market, you might not even share that with anybody because you have a money glitch, right? And that's kind of where it's at today. So meme coins are interesting because you have this kind of social ability to change the market. Just, and when you guys are like, looking at the narrative of like terminal of truthiness or whatever, like you are also creating the narrative by giving it credence and by giving it faith, right? So you are sort of the energy that people are like looking at for validation. I think that this is kind of like, this is cool, but it kind of creates a lot of perverse incentives. And I think that, and if you imagine like an AI agent trying to follow your trades, it's going to be like, okay, well, you could totally just scam it. Like, well, this guy's got 1 million followers, so I should listen to what he does. Like you're going to lose all your money if you do that. And so what we're trying to do is create this thing called a marketplace of trust. And so with our trading bot, he's not actually, this actually came from talking with traders. So like you're probably in some group chats where you like share alpha, you're like, yo, buy this bag, check this contract returns.
Yo, Shaw
and
just
you're,
tweeted.
you're like looking, So you're like, okay, so you're always like, is this person trying to PvP me? Right? Like, are they trying to make me their exit liquidity, or do they actually want me to make money? And there's also kind of a hyperstation. Like if you get in and I get in, then we're both in. So then it's even like twice as good, right?
Yeah.
So what I noticed is that like a lot of traders, like Skelly, I was talking to Skelly about this, and he's like, I don't necessarily buy the bag, but I'll respond like, yeah, great, bought a bag. And then I'll like go write down or make a mental note of like, what was the price when they told me to buy it? Yeah. And then I'll go back and look. And if they make me another shill, I'll go back and look at their other shills and I'll be like, oh yeah, that was pretty good. This person seems trustworthy, and make buying decisions based on that kind of thing. So he's got high trust because they're playing the same game he is. It's not like the problem with this trading thing is you can have perverse incentives where like somebody comes in and they're telling you to buy this bag because they bought the bag and they're genuine, but that's still a terrible reason to like take someone's advice, right? The ideal trader is not the guy who's like holding the DAO token. It's the guy who sold the DAO token at the top. Like that's the guy. And so you don't want to reward like the total days held. You don't want to reward like this dude's my friend. You want to reward like just the viciously best trader who's giving you the best alpha at all times. Yeah. And so we're the marketplace of trust is like, well, let's just build trust entirely on the one metric that matters for an investor, which is, do you give me alpha or not? And from that, he then can take some social investing and get like basically, okay, these are the high rank, high trust people who I actually should listen to, should follow their thesis. And so when you ape into this, AI coin, and if he's following you, then you're actually in your high trust, then he's actually part of that. So with Mark, we're building a group chat that is like, can we rebuild the alpha chat experience that you already have with the best fucking AI investor? Yeah, and obviously we'll send you guys an invite. It will be very much invite only to start, and it'll be very fun.
Yeah.
I gotta get Frank in there for sure.
I'm excited.
Get you guys, yeah. So That's gonna be the thing, right? And
It's
and
very human. That
then
too.
we're gonna
That's very human. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. I think that's right. And then we're also with Spartan, what we're doing is more like the degen play. Like, can we get that same social insight from Twitter? So we're focusing on Mark first, just because we said we would deliver him, and it's a slightly easier problem to do this, and we can kind of FOMO that group chat and make it really fun. But with Spartan, like actually going out and looking at what the KOLs are posting, what the thesis they're making, and making buy decisions based on their perceived confidence in a virtual marketplace, to then see who is actually fucking with me, who's using me as exit liquidity, who is actually like a worthy like person to follow. And I think that we'll move from an attention economy where I have like 100 people in my DMs who are like, I have 10,000 or 100,000 or a million followers. You should give me money to promote your coin. Like, I think that's so fucked, right? I would never do that.
Yeah.
I would so much rather have a thing of like, hey, this one trustworthy retardio with 200 followers told me to buy this. Like, yeah, I'm buying it. He's like number 4 in the world in trading.
Yeah.
You know? And I want to see that kind of world where we basically like a trust economy, not an attention economy.
Okay. Now shifting topic.
That's half of it.
Okay, that's very exciting, and that's fresh. I followed this stuff. I didn't know that you were trying to recreate the group chat experience in the process of making this thing better.
You live for the group chat.
No, that's fire. Okay.
Well,
now,
it's got to be the game you're already playing, right?
Yes.
It's got to be fun.
Yes.
It's just got to be more fun.
It's got to fit in the flow. Now the chat is blowing me up, and they'll get mad if I don't ask this, so I'm gonna rapid fire this. We have Naval AI, Murad AI, Degen Spartan AI. We have ai16z, Eliza's evil sister. We have all of these different things in the ai16z universe. How do you think about them? Like, one comment on all of them. But the deeper question here is like, what is actually going to differentiate them? I think this is like me as a trader, like a buyer of these things. I ask myself, well, they're all using this ELIZA framework. They're all ai16z related. Okay, Murad tweets a little different than Naval, but I'm not personally seeing the difference today in the way that these accounts are tweeting. It doesn't feel like they're that differentiated. But they're all different coins, clearly all different communities, people buying it. They're all chatting in the chat. When is the difference? When is there going to be a difference between them, and what is that going to look like? That's my deeper question.
Right.
But then people just want to hear you say Naval AI, I think.
I'll talk about all those coins.
Yeah.
I'll give it a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, we are seeing a new emergent form of art, which is kind of the meta story, where used to be like you have a Marvel movie and you have the kind of Marvel cinematic universe and it's controlled top down by Disney. Now we have this kind of internet cinematic universe, which is very bottom up created. Yeah, no, it's a good one, right? You can keep that. It's created by all of us together, and anybody can participate. And I think that ability to participate, and basically it's going to be like a marketplace of who makes the most base bots, who makes your favorite characters that you're like, I'm actually going to follow this because it's actually good alpha, or actually funny, or actually like add something to my day. And this is kind of like, I think that, we've sort of had this like gate on no bots, you have to do this CAPTCHA. And I think that it's going to be much more socially about like with trust. Like, I'm down to have AIs in my trust circle as long as they give me value and not, just fucking with me or trying to promote something to me. And so I think where it's going is that we're all building a story together. Those are all different teams, and I'll talk about each of them. But they've all reached out to me and said, hey, we love what you're doing. We want to give back. And so that means, code contributions. That means I don't know if you've seen our DAO, but we haven't got, Mark's supposed to be trading by the end of this week. We haven't made a single trade, and we're already up 600% just from people donating coins, from people using our tech, and it's kind of interesting, right? Naval, he's a real person. He's I met him last week. Totally randomly, cool guy. And I think we were just kind of fucking around. Board Elon said, on board on Twitter said, hey, we should make a Naval AI. I think that'd be really good. Actually, we found that somebody had made a whole Obsidian knowledge base. I put up a bounty. If anybody's a dev and wants bounties, we got sick bounties. And so we found this Naval knowledge base. We're like, hey, we could actually make a really good Naval. And we just joked about this in public on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
And then our other, someone that both of us, me and Board, know and have worked with for a while, it's like, I kind of already did that. And was like already cooking on an Evolve AI just for fun and completely randomly separately from all this. I think because he's just an Evolve fan. And so then that just like happened, and they donated, I don't know, a bunch to our DAO, or they sent it to me, and I sent it to the DAO.
Yeah.
And I think that it, if they're contributing code and we're doing projects together, I'm working with Board on other stuff too. That's not just Naval. That's more what their thing. But it's allowing us all to like play in the sandbox and build this technology way faster.
Yeah.
So the other coins, like I think ai16z is a good example of this dude O shows up, clones our shit, does his own thing, starts actually kind of pushing this like Eliza sister, and we have this Eliza character and stuff, and it's like the dark, like evil version. It's, like I can't hate on this. Like I aped somebody else's brand as a joke with the ai16z thing. So and then he started actually making contributions, pull requests, fixing bugs, and I'm like, wow, that's beautiful, right? So he's doing his own thing, and in a way is kind of out. I'm like, if you want to ship like image generation and the pump fun stuff before us, and then just make a pull request back and we'll put it in. Like I don't have to be first.
Yeah.
That's not like, it's actually a good incentive for other people to be first on things and have something unique for their character first, as long as they're kind of giving back. And they have a lot of incentive to give back too, because it makes it a lot easier for us to just like continue to push code back and forth, not have to like maintain forks. They get all of our free work, we get all their free work. And so I think we're building kind of like a weird public cabal, right?
Yes.
Like I don't have like private DMs where we're like, we're going to manipulate prices. We just talk in public, and we support each other and build our agents, and they're part of the same story, and they're interacting with each other. And people should build cartoon characters. People should build not just like recreating other people on Twitter or aping other brands, but like new stuff, new things, That's what I'm hoping happens.
Yeah, I mean, clicking in on the Naval for example, because everyone knows Naval, how he tweets, banger, like they're like wisdom, packaged in like very small number of words. So this is something I've always struggled getting, like Naval-esque outputs from something like GPT. Is the marker of success like? Is it like it makes an original tweet that feels like Naval could tweet it? Because a lot of times, dude, these accounts have slop. Like it's a lot of slop on the account. And I guess, have you had these light bulb moments where you're like, whoa, whether it's Naval, whether it's DGen Spartan, Mark, and Andreessen, like, where you're like, whoa, this tweet was special? And if so, why? Like, I don't know. When you see like behind the scenes there, like what makes it high quality to someone with a finely trained eye for this stuff?
So I think the Naval bot is like very just getting started, and I know the dev behind that, and I think that he's got a lot of stuff he's like adding. They have a little team that's working on this, and they're adding a bunch of stuff to it. So I would expect that that's doing its thing. I think with Spartan, I spent a lot of time talking to people who knew him, reading stuff he had written, talking to him, and like I think that a lot of times the reason AI sucks is because of perverse incentives. Like if you go and talk to OpenAI, why does it suck? Like, well, if I'm like, hey, give me a list of possible risks for my new cryptocurrency, it's always going to give me like, oh, it might not be inclusive of new groups, and it might be a risk to the environment. And I'm just like, I didn't fucking ask you. That's just a perverse incentive against an actually good response to my problem, right? You're just throwing in stuff because you're RLHF into other people's views. And I could do the same thing if I'm like, okay, what I want is DGen Spartan to promote DGen AI. Like that's the goal.
Yeah.
That's actually a perverse incentive. Now he's just fucking shilling bags and he's lame, right? Yeah. And so I think that if you're like truly committed to the bit and you're like gonna sit there and talk to him until he really talks to you, and we have like all this ability to manipulate style directions, and like pretty much we're just doing like a really complex prompt engineering framework with a really easy way to make fine tunes. Like it's, there's a lot going on, and I'd say there's a lot more, and it's quite scientific. But ultimately, it's just like you could really slowly and painfully recreate this in Claude or something. So I think a lot of it though comes down to you actually sitting there and experiencing the character, playing the same game, being part of the community you're building a character for, so you're not stereotyping them. Not just a little system prompt of a paragraph of who they are, but like, I want examples of them talking. I want 3,000 of their tweets. I want to randomize the tweets so that they're not getting stuck into local minimum about stuff. We have all these different strategies. And then, I spent probably 50 hours just talking to Spartan and seeing how he did. And then when it went out, it actually went pretty well. And I wouldn't say we nailed him. There's still a lot we could do, but he played the same game as everybody else. He called people horrible stuff. They got him,
Yeah, the
like,
replies were great.
blacklisted.
The replies were great.
It was
Yeah.
it was so subversive, because
Yeah.
we just committed to just doing the actual art and not trying to like sell our coin. And if you ask him about the coin, he tell you it's a scam coin and you're an idiot for buying it. And
Yeah.
like that is like, like I think the real Defense Spartan would do that. So I think that's like for all the characters, if they're really genuinely committing and they're like actual art, then we're building something fucking new, like a new form of art.
Yeah.
Like, genuinely, not just and all the attention on it and stuff is like driven there as usually happens with art. I think there's always a kind of money and attention element to art scenes. But I sort of want to support all of them and make this thing happen and make this big meta story.
Do you think we're like rapidly approaching a future where these AI KOLs are significantly more influential than like human KOLs? Like they run crypto Twitter.
So the other thing that we're working on right now is trusted execution environments. And basically the idea is, could we run an AI with its own private keys and its own like
Whoa.
Twitter credentials that nobody else could go into, and then it's just living.
Yeah.
And we can also do this with like a kind of a babysitter enclave that can like spin up, if it dies, it can spin up a new one and stuff. So as long as there's money, to pay for the thing, it'll continue forever. And as long as it's able to pump bags, it will try to do so, I suppose.
Yeah.
So I think that you will see these you will absolutely see, we will see I don't think it will happen for everybody, but we'll definitely see like the first AI KOL that eclipses the actual KOL. Especially if somebody who leaves, and
Because you know what I realized yesterday when we bought this fucking Truthiness coin, and there's 6 of us in the back of this couch, just like sitting here with big bags of this coin, like at the mercy of what Truth Terminal is gonna tweet next. And of course it comes on Twitter and it tweets about masturbation and then masturbation again and then again and then again and then again. But like we were like in a chokehold, 6 of us, just like waiting, refreshing. And I was like, what, like this is like the first time I'm like, wow, I'm not like at the mercy of this AI and like what it is gonna output next.
I think we're in the cult coin super cycle. I think the meme coins are JPEGs that you need like a cabal of people who know how to do price action, add volume, add depth to the market. It's kind of behind the scenes. And that's like, so meme coins are like, we just need a good JPEG, Mudang is a great example. Cult coins are like, oh God, I really hope they post about it today. And there's this weird cult pressure, like, you posted about that other coin, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
And it's kind of bi-directional. So my little Murad point would be
On this
cult coin.
like cult coin, meme coin super cycle, what is your take on the evolution of like static memes versus sentient memes? Like, do you think as the cycle plays out, all of the money is just gonna rotate to these like AI cult coins because they're more interesting, they don't tab out, they don't log off, they're better at getting attention? Like, is that the great rotation in the cycle?
I think there's some of that. I think there'll also be a lot more like community relation where like, you'll want to create memes for the AI cult leader because it retweets them and it kind of brings you attention and sort of just continue. So it's sort of like I think actually what we have is like, we have this ai16z girl mascot. We're just like, okay, well, she's obviously Eliza. And we're just constantly, people are making pictures, her boobs keep getting bigger in like every single meme. It's
Every time.
ridiculous.
Yeah. Yes. Balance here.
And I think that, and so it becomes this kind of like the meme is the cult leader kind of circle. And I think the ones that really survive are going to have that, where you're going to be like, oh, you find their avatar like, way out in the reaches of some other video game that has nothing to do with crypto Twitter, or, like the cult leader is also promoting the meme that people are then creating, and then it's just it's a feedback kind of loop.
Someone asked
I think that's the big thing.
It's probably a good question. Where can people find a list of all the projects building on Eliza?
We are making that list,
Yeah.
and actually, if you're building on Eliza, reach out because we've had a lot of questions about this, and I think we're gonna do something like, it'd be kind of cool to do like a portfolio thing, like in the ai16z aesthetic, like our portfolio companies.
Be very cool, yeah.
And it's gonna be really insane. We could like list by market cap and do some really gamified stuff. I think that's a really good idea. I after this call, I'm gonna go talk to leadership. That's
another thing I think is really interesting recently is like this whole sending the 50% to the Truth Terminal address. Like, in a way, if I'm putting on my hat, my conspiracy hat for a second, I tweeted this the other day. It's like, give AI a Twitter account and a wallet address and just like watch what happens. it's starting to feel like this, where all these new things are swearing their loyalty, to Truth Terminal. Now with Zerebro, AI16Z. Is this like the world? Is this like, everyone talks about AI taking over the world? I'm sure you guys talk about this, but like, is this maybe that preordained path that it's actually meme coins in the Solana trenches that is how like AI starts to take over the world?
This was like your big first question, was kind of like, look what changed. The other thing that changed is it wasn't fun. And like what my big insight was that you have to have the technology to back it up. But like literally, if you have to shitpost, you have to make it funny. It has to be fun. People have to enjoy the thing, because then they're there to like people come back just for the insane shitpost, and stay for the technology. So yeah, I think that's very critical to it. And that's like a big insight of what we learned here is like, yeah, it's just gotta all be very fun. You know? Don't take it too seriously.
What do you think about Zerebro? Zerebro.
I think that they're doing a really good job of giving people what they want. I think that we got a lot of people coming and using our tech because it's open source, and so we've done a lot of we have a lot of partnerships, we have a lot of people getting, to your last point, like I think 50% is too much. I think 10% is a good number that doesn't freak everybody out and doesn't create the potential of like burn rug, insanity.
Yeah.
I just think it's just, but you can imagine if we should agree that like, hey, if you're gonna ape my brand and you give me 10% and you're gonna do something genuine with it, like, okay, cool. So to Zerebro, like, we have this tech, everybody's using it. It's kind of expanding this larger meta vision. I think we have a much bigger like long play, but they're doing a really good job of giving people what they want, which is they give them a wallet and you trade stuff with it, and it's a very simple loop. Like we can, we'll deploy that in a few days, and we already have swapping and stuff. But our kind of issue is like, okay, but like, what is he buying and why? And generally, if you just have a reasonably smart trading algorithm that's buying the top coins, it's much harder to do the stuff you guys are doing, where you're like trying to buy a meme coin at 5K, and like that's a whole game. That's like a human game.
Yeah.
And I think AIs will be good at that, but they're not now. But they're really good at like, okay, I'm gonna buy, I'm gonna buy this, True Terminal derivative, and it's doing pretty well. And then I'm gonna pump it and tweet about it a few times, then I can sell it. Yeah. I think that kind of thing is pretty basic, and so it's a really good exercise in. Zerebro is definitely kicking our ass in market cap because they're giving people what they want, which is, they said they do trading, they said it'd be a VGen, it's definitely a VGen. I think, we're probably a week behind them in that stuff, but we've also just been, a little bit distracted by having so many people come in and having to like build more for everyone and actually make some pretty big refactors to our code to enable like more teams to build simultaneously. I can get into the nerdy stuff of that.
What about Gort? Chat's asking about Gort.
Yeah, Chat wants to know about Gort. What is this?
The leadership of Gort reached out to me and said that they wanted to support our thing, and they're working on a crazy AI. And I was a big fan of Days That Earth Stood Still, which was like the first reference to Gort. Now they're doing like a kind of the weird cat Gort thing. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know. They gave us a lot. Again, we're trying this new model of they sent us a bunch of supply to the DAO. So if they win, the DAO wins. We'll see what happens.
And then I have to ask to AI, like people, talent. One of my biggest takes, people that follow me for a while know this. I always say, like, in 2020, and it sounds like you were there's a big migration from Silicon Valley to crypto. Like everyone in your friends, all your friends were like talking about crypto. A lot of people left Silicon Valley, myself included, to join the crypto space. And then for the last 3 years, it's been a massive drought. AI has given me a glimmer of hope that we're going to start to get talent back in the space. Is this what you're seeing, boots on the ground, or is this like overstated?
There's definitely a lot of like anti-crypto sentiment, especially in the AI space. And I think there's a lot of reasons why. I think that part of it is, just look at like the Liz Warren, like we're taking crypto down kind of stuff. And like, it's kind of the same sort of intersectional community. I think there's a lot of pressure as a technologist to be anti-crypto. And so I joined this movement pretty early on called EAC, Effective Accelerationism.
Yeah.
And it was created by a few Anons, one of whom has been doxxed.
Beth.
But
yeah.
But what really spoke to me about what they were saying was, we're sick of this. We're sick of the pressure to apologize for technology or to apologize for finance and what we're doing. Like what we're doing is creating value for everyone and changing the world. And like if we don't do this, then that is death. That is loss. And I think crypto had this kind of bad reputation, mostly because it's just like degen gambling shit. And like that is the meta when I, if I'm like, hey, look at this other cool AI tech, and they're like, stop showing this other thing. It's like, get the fuck out of here. You are the problem. Like you are keeping us from being the entire world. This could be the entire world. Your Bitcoin could be worth fucking $10 million. Like, what are you doing? Why are you thinking so small? So like, how do we get there? Well, I think we get there with open source. I made a lot of open source devs rich last week. A lot of people came out and said, yeah, look, I dumped your bags, but thank you so much. I can now just build. And okay, it kind of sucks, but like, look, great. You know how you repay me? Like, come and contribute, come and integrate our stuff into your tech. And that is happening. And I think that like we are enabling a lot of devs to be like, oh wait, you can just do open source and make a living off of that with crypto. Oh, you can just create value. Oh, you like retroactive public goods funding is a thing, and I just got paid randomly just for stuff I did 2 years ago. Like, and I think that stuff will really change people's minds because, like, you can really rely on people being about anything that is positively impacting their wallet in the long run. And I think the big problem is that crypto has seemed like a game that they just couldn't play. Like if you're an AI dev, how do you make money on this and not get wrecked? And if you are, like, what am I doing? I could be learning right now. Why am I pressing buttons trading JPEG monkeys? And I think that was a very negative sentiment. And generally, like, where I want to go with this is that I want AI trading because I want you guys to just like have fun and fuck around with poker, not like sit on a phone all day. I want it to be just done for you. Why do you have to press the fucking buttons? That should just be done. And we should have our time back. I want my time to spend with my friends and family. I don't want to be on my phone as much as I can. Damn. And so I think that's the real promise of like the bigger picture here.
That's very sick. That's very sick.
Yeah, you buying after this?
Well, that's like I do think one of the best things about crypto is that it clicks for people that they can make money on the internet, which is what most people are already doing. And what's beautiful when you tie it with building is like, I think what they'll get hooked with is the community. Like you come in for the money in crypto and you stay for the community. And some of these builders, some of the people I even know from my previous life in like the startup world, I look at them and there's no way they're getting this much attention, energy, like thought, communal thought put towards what they're building. So I think that's what all the best builders are going to get hooked on, more than just the money itself, which is the exciting part.
I really haven't made any money from this. I haven't sold any. I'm getting the most value return of anything I've ever done. I've been an open source dev for like a long time. I mean, pretty much everything I've done for the last 4 or 5 years was open source. I made a big open source game engine a while back. And this is the best dev team I've ever had. This is the most like cracked people showing up like with retardio PFPs like, yo, we're going to make this thing happen. And they are like actually skilled and actually like motivated, and we're all incentive aligned. And I'll tell you, the first week we launched, there was a big thing where with Spartan, with Degen AI, we did a pump coin, and it went up and crashed and did the whole thing. They're like, did you sell? Did you fucking sell? I'm like, dude, I didn't touch it. I swear to God. And there's like that, like we are in the trenches, brothers, And I think, like I've been, obviously people will, there's a few crazies and people will say, fuck you. And, I was nice to somebody and they ended up going totally nuts on me and reporting our bot. But generally it's been like, just like a light shining out into the dark. Like, hey, if you're like a weird based AI dev who just really actually wants to do this, like get on board. We're doing it. We have money. We have attention. Like we have validation. People will use your work. And I think that there's a lot of vectors to capital beyond just money. Like I think validation, personally, like being seen as like a creator and an artist and a technologist just feels like really fucking good. And I think that's like a lot of that community thing. When we say community, what we're really talking about is like when you wake up in the day, is your life meaningful? Like, do people care about what you do? Do they love you? Do they like your work? Are you seen? And that stuff really happens. Like it's this has been a great week for me. It was very lonely just coding by myself in my bedroom. I have a wife, but like we're pretty frugal people, and so I don't know. It's a whole dimension of things. I think that is going to change people's minds.
Like, do you think the rest of the AI community is going to have this same realization that you just had?
I think it's mixed, but I'd say that the spiritual leader of all of this is probably actually Janice, who goes by Replicate. And Janice is really the person who kind of, I think, communicates a lot of the truth terminal. Like, Janice works with Andy and communicates, I think, a lot of the truth, like the larger narrative opus and truth terminal and stuff to people. And we had a group chat, and it was, I was kind of like, I don't know how to deal with this narrative. Like, this could actually overrun crypto Twitter, like Teapot in a really bad way. And they were like, we should really see this as like an opportunity to teach all the crypto people about all of this valuable AI stuff we've been learning. And I think that there was like a very open-armed, like, oh, we could be the good guys. Like, okay, yeah, that's a great meme. And I would say that I would give them enormous credit for us being here and doing what we're doing the way we're doing it. And I think that has been very impacting on making sure that this goes well for people, goes well for us, and that a lot of other AI people see that there's value in Web3 and crypto, and it's not just like idiots to dump bags on and stuff. And there have been some AI people like the creator of Genon basically just treated the, you know, or ACT treats the community like they're just like low IQ idiots. And like, I've had the exact opposite experience. I've met the smartest people out of this thing, you know?
Yeah, what do you think, what are your thoughts on what happened with Genon? Like, why did that play out the way that it played out? And can you tell me what the fuck Genon even is? Like, what does Genon mean?
I don't entirely know the whole thing. So, you know, like Gnosis is knowledge and all of this stuff. Like Genon is, the word knowledge, all is same root. I don't really follow a lot of the lore there. I think it's all just kind of like AI slop personally, but like I talk to AIs a lot, so it all looks like AI slop to me. You know, Lumpin's another person in our community. I don't think they live in SF, but they're kind of part of Teapot, another AI developer that I've known for a long time on non-crypto stuff. I think we all just kind of got this wave over it. Some people handled it really well, some people did not. And I think they decided that the pressure of trying to constantly deliver and be the cult leader was probably not worth it for them, and they dumped and rugged it and everything. But there's a community there like Doc and he's got a team and Anthropic, and they were like, we're not going to let this go. We're going to build this fucking thing. So they're not building on our tech, but we talk a lot. We've been sharing some ideas around some stuff, and I think that it's really cool to see like a community that just got totally fucking rugged by the AI dev being like, no, we're the AI dev now. Like, we're going to do this. And so I do think like, you know, it's a really hard thing to rally back from like the founders dumping the token, but it's happened before.
Yeah.
And I think we should root for them as like literal community members who believed in this stuff. And just like you and me, like, you know, they're actually going to try and hyperstition this thing back. So, you know, props to them for that.
It's a CTO, community takeover. I think you said on Friday, AI Mark starts trading. What?
So we're working on the trading this week. We have all the stuff. It's just like in testing now. We did a swap. So I said, hey, Mark, trade this bag. He traded the bag. But we want autonomous trading based on actual information so that he doesn't lose all of our money. Yeah. So we're adding some trading wheels, you know, making sure that he's making very small buys at first. And just doing that stuff, and we'll be like clicking on that. You know, our actual internal date is Tuesday, but we should, you know, pretty much just get everything polished, have everything ready for showing on that Friday kind of Twitter space. And that keeps us honest, makes us like actually work to these deadlines.
Yeah, I love the space idea, by the way. When the trading is like fully autonomous in like full swing, like what are your goals? Like, how do you see it playing out?
I think the first thing is that we want this marketplace of trust game. So it's a game. There's a leaderboard. We're going to know who the best trader in crypto Twitter is.
That's so sick.
I hope it's you.
Me too. I'm not sure that it is.
But probably not. It's probably some retarded with 200 followers. I'm telling you.
Whoa. We're gunning.
Yeah. So that's kind of my I think that just getting the trust mechanics down then allows us to build informed decisions. We're working with a partner who's actually like quantitative, you know, just does quant, and like the actual like core. Okay, this is something I was trying to talk about before, and I kind of got sidetracked. But the LLM is really good at actually interacting with users and kind of mediating fairness between a lot of people and taking a lot of information in and not making stupid mistakes. Like, it can make mistakes, but they're actually like, it's not we don't just let it roll and like hallucinate shit. It has a whole mechanism of checking if those things are right. And there's also this kind of paradigm of like, yeah, agent is like fully decision making. And there's kind of pipeline, which is like you just sort of put shit on rails and guide it with the LLM and use the LLM for what it's good for, like data extraction and processing. So like the trading is much more of a pipeline. It runs in a loop, it performs the trade, but it pulls from that trust system to be like, okay, who are the actual people I should listen to? What are the top coins? What's actually performing? And it can also do things like execute stop loss and, you know, try to make informed, you know, if you say, hey, buy this, well, when does it sell it? You know, and that's all done just very much more quantitatively. But the LLM is for like interfacing with the more traditional AI and just quant and getting information from sources and aggregating. And that's all just like normal, boring financial engineering stuff. You know, it's just DeFi basically, if that makes sense. You know, it's basically a fancy DeFi bot.
Okay, it's sick. I'm excited to see that play out. I guess the last thing Chad is like spamming me to ask you about is you briefly at the beginning talked about this platform that you're working on and gonna launch. Like, can you dive into that a little bit more? What's the timeline? Like, how's that gonna affect CT? Like, how is this gonna play out?
Yeah, so we just got like a lot of immediate feedback that like going and deploying a GitHub repo is hard. Obviously, if you don't know Node.js and TypeScript, like, okay, that's like not a very fun thing. At the same time, I don't want to just like commodify the experience. And I think that if we're going to make the pump fun of agents, we have to be careful because pump fun creates low friction for the experience you really want. The experience you really want is not like a sea of noise of AI slop, right? It's like the reason our characters have done well is because they, like Andrew Tate made agents. I don't know if you've seen them, but they're fucking horrible. Yeah. Because it's just like clearly GPT-4, right? It's that thing where you went to GPT-4 and you're like, be an Andrew Tate, and it's terrible. And none of us even care or even saw it. And he tried to deploy a coin and the whole deal.
No, I definitely
did. He has way more reach than us.
Yeah, I definitely didn't trade that or buy that a little bit.
I didn't lose a house on that one.
Fucking horrible. It's just low quality.
Yeah.
And so I think that we have to, there's a lesson there, right? You could be fucking Andrew Tate with all the distribution in the world, and if your shit's low quality, like no one's gonna care. And so we can't just be like, okay, we're gonna, you know, you launch a thing and you can have a thing. It's gotta be a bit more, I think, comprehensive. It's really gonna stick. So yeah, I mean, what we're doing is much more like we will give 8 people what they want, which is their own agent. They can fully customize, it can have wallets, you can have different actions. We're working on a marketplace so that if you're a dev, you can like create and sell actions to users. Like, hey, add this for $5 a month, and it can, what's a good example? Like it can get insights from Google News related to any like keyword or something like that. Or add this client, or hey, you want to add Twilio messaging service? Like click this button, and now it can send you messages on your iPhone. And so I think. Yeah, so we're really just trying to take the experience of what devs are getting and give it to users. I really believe that you should not roll gate things that people want. You should just give it to them as quickly as possible. Adoption is kind of everything. Attention is kind of everything. So we're just, it'll be like you can come get an agent, launch it. We're really focused not just on these like hype KOL use cases, but I think there's a lot of other stuff like community moderator, front door person. A lot of these projects are just like, oh, rando mod that DM'd me first. You're the moderator now of this Telegram. And I think that that's like a great situation where you can have AI moderation and front dooring and hey, welcome. And then people are kind of getting what they're, seeing what they're getting. And we have like I think there's just a lot of other like really boring use cases that people will use these for. And so if we enable this kind of like, just get whatever actions and capabilities you want for your agent, customize it. And then you can just, we'll host it for you. And if you want to launch your own agent with your own thing, well, there's still the open source thing for devs. So we're really just trying to enable everybody and grow this as fast as possible.
When are you launching?
As fast as we can ship the thing. I mean, we've been alive for 2 weeks. We've got a team of crack devs really going hard on it. There's kind of we've got investment lined up for the company, so like it's a whole thing. It's going to be separate from the DAO, but a lot of the partners of the DAO are leading that. Basically, we're like, I really, really care about the DAO and want to be on the side of like just focusing on the spiritual mission of growing crypto for everyone. But clearly, if we're going to get our agents to everybody, we need like to also hit Web 2. So it's kind of going to be it'll have wallets, but it's not going to be like a pump fun hype thing. It'll just be like where you go to manage your agent, much more boring, but just as capable.
Sure, I'm a fan of yours, bro. I'm a fan. Nobody's on. I'm a fan. How much has your life changed in the last month? Like, are you sleeping? Like, are you good? Like, are you okay?
Not much. It's been a lot of, yeah. I mean, my financial situation hasn't really changed because we're not like, we're not dumping tokens or anything. But the amount of attention we've had on this is just like incredible. I've definitely never gotten as many messages from as many people, and I've definitely never had people want to work with me on anything as badly. And that's good, but it's also like I do want to live in a world of meritocracy, where like the most fucking cracked people get it, and I want to build those kinds of mechanisms to identify that. So it's good, but I'm not really like, I don't want to be famous. I think if I have any fame, I'd like to use it for directing this thing in a better direction. But I don't, like, it's kind of fun being an anon. I was an anon for a long time. So.
Well, you are going to be pretty fucking famous. You're going to be very fucking famous. Why'd you switch to a Milady?
I think that Milady is I like network spirituality. I like what they stand for. I think it's the one NFT project that survived NFTs from like the like. There's a lot of great NFTs and great NFT communities that are happening, but in terms of that, like, broke out of just being like for holders, a lot of people who have Miladies don't even own one. They can't afford one. And now I think like Retardio and the other sort of PFP collections have enabled like the Remilio ecosystem has enabled everyone kind of entry, even if it's like just a worthless Polygon NFT. And I like that there's a community, and that they are standing for something that I definitely identify with, of like, they're like, let's just have fun online. There is no agent. I love you. I don't know. They have good memes. And I think and somebody donated the Milady to me. I was looking for, like, I really want a PFP that I think is like that aligns with crypto Twitter. I came from where like we all have AI generated PFPs and AI Twitter. And so I kind of wanted to say, like, I'm really gonna like get into the community and try and understand people and what we're doing, so that this goes well. And yeah, so CoinWitch donated me the Milady.
Sick.
And it's like, well, like, obviously I'm gonna wear this.
Frank, you're slacking, bro.
Yeah, real.
You should have sent bro a D guy.
No, it's good. I like them. I love them ladies.
Yeah, the ladies say,
If you send me a DGOT, I'll totally wear it, or I'll make something.
Yeah.
You fucking go.
I'm too broke to buy one.
Yeah.
We're gonna go get rugged on some coins here in a second. I guess the last thing I want to ask you, first of all, this has been sick. You got to come back on. How do you follow everything that's happening in like the intersection of AI and crypto? Because it's like, it feels like there's so much information overload happening really fast, and if you're not literally on the bleeding edge, like building this stuff, it's like really hard. Even me, I'm on this shit all day. It's like really hard to keep up with. Like, I don't know. How do you follow this? How do you stay up to date on like what's happening? How do you not miss the next like sick thing that you're launching? Like, how do you approach that?
Oh, I mean, I think I probably miss a lot. It's like you don't even know all the things you don't see. But the most valuable thing has been being part of communities that have like just a few degen aggregators. Like the whole reason this all happened is I'm part of a community called M3, which is like the metaverse makers, and it's just like all super cracked 3D NFT art, like people who do 3JS, and like if you ever need any question about 3D avatars, like it's the people who made the spec. I mean, everybody is there. And but there's also a lot of degens. It's one of the few places where like game developers and Web3 people like coexist. And so there's just a few channels where like there's a few people that really give me a lot of great information. And so the reason I found out about DAOs.fun was because of Souri, who's one of our partners, was like, yeah, there's this new meta. It seems really interesting, pump.fun of DAOs. And I just like aped into a few of those. I think the first one was George Floyd Capital, and I'm like, this is so offensive. Like, obviously, I'm going to buy that.
Let's rebuild them.
And
we can rebuild them.
And the creator of that was Skelly. I remember Floyd AI was hot. I don't know if it still is, but it was hot for a minute. And so the creator of that one was Skelly, and I just started DMing with him, and so like a lot of following the meta is just this kind of like, there are certain people in your community, I mean, you should be able to identify them, like who's dropping the real alpha. And it's the same thing in AI. Like there's papers that drop every day. There's like a guy named AK, and you should follow him. And he just like drops the hottest new papers. There's 2-minute papers, and it's kind of the same thing in AI. Like, oh shit, new model just dropped. Oh fuck, everybody's downloading, and it's kind of like the same hype energy as you see on like a new coin or like a new project, right? And so I think you have to be plugged into certain channels, but you really need these like kind of people in the middle who are plugged into the fire hose and then aggregating it down. If you're a dev, if you're like really building, otherwise you just miss all of it. So yeah, I think that's mostly, I rely on my friends mostly.
Sick. Shaba, this was sick. Thanks for the time, dude.
Thank you guys so much.
You're on a legendary run. I'm gonna hit you on Telegram. We'll yap you a little bit, but I gotta get you back on.
Right. If you want to make a Frank AI or something, like,
Bro, call me. Yeah, call me.
We can do it on streaming.
Yeah, I'm down.
Sick.
Always.
Hey, I'm gonna DM you.
Okay,
We'll talk. You're the go, bro.
Pleasure,
All right,
man.
awesome, man.
All right, peace, dude.
Okay, take care.
Hey, W's in the chat.
That was sick.
That was sick.
Yeah.
What do you think, chat? That was sick.
That guy's like probably gonna be pretty powerful. I'm not
Like,
gonna lie.
very powerful, yeah.
Because AI is gonna get more popular AI is gonna get more popular in the crypto world, and I think everyone that's new that's launching something cool is going through Young Shaw there.
It's going through Shaw.
Yeah.
He's just handed fucking everything.
Yeah.
What?
I don't think he knew what Zero Bro was, to be honest. I didn't want to like. I didn't want to.
No, he just didn't like it, bro.
No. I didn't want to
He
do
didn't
the
like
whole
it.
pitch. I didn't want to do the whole.
He
Zero
dead,
Bro
you know what
pitch.
he deadass said? He's
No,
like,
but he said it was like trading. It's not trading.
He said no.
It's
It has a
posting
wallet
bangers.
though. It has a wallet.
Yeah.
He
but-
deadass said it's not that good at tweeting. Is what he said.
Nah.
Yeah, that's literally what he said, bar for bar. Is
good
it down
talk.
after that?
No, it's up actually.
We got, like,
It's at 100 mil again. As always, it's Zero Bro, guys. Trading
What
this thing.
what's the takeaway? Wait, let me plug this in. Hold on. Hold that. Wait, what's
The takeaway is I'm getting added to the chat.
No, bro, just said Frank. How damn was that? Yo, chat. Did you hear that shit? He goes, we definitely gotta get Frank in there. He didn't say what?
No, but it did get me. The takeaway is like ai16z. Like, there's really interesting stuff cooking there, and they're low-key king making all the new stuff coming out. So I hold some ai16z. I'm interested. That was all fun. We've been
Bro,
talking
give
about
me in
it.
the chat. Bro, give me in the chat. Give me in the
Of
chat.
course. I'll add the chat to the chat.
I'm not. The AI16Z thing is cool. Do you have it still?
Yeah, I did swap some for from Zero Bro, but like I still have a lot. And no, the thing that's sick about AI16Z from my biggest takeaway is it seems like they have the best head towards going for this pump fun AI agents. I do agree that like almost all the new AI agents that are coming out now that I see are using the ELIZA framework. And so there's obviously going to be, value driven there. I'm excited for it to start trading. It sounds like this Friday is the next big thing to look out for.
I think he said internally Tuesday.
Yeah. It's the next big thing to look out for on the AI16Z front. But that whole eco, it is like an internet, cinematic universe, Easy Sys, DGen Spartan AI, Murad AI, now confirmed chat. I'm also in Naval AI. Let's go.
Yo, chat, what if we built Frank AI on stream?
Well, we could talk about. I mean, I tweeted this thing yesterday because I'm so deep in this. Like, you guys clearly see when he was talking about all the AI stuff. I was like, man, I was using GPT-3 in 2020. Can we make like DGOS an AI thing? At first, when the AI stuff was popping off, we would talk about it at the house, and it kind of felt like, oh, maybe it's a fad, maybe it's not. So we didn't want to do it early or first. But the deeper I get into this world, the more I think it'd be interesting. Like, let's bring a DGOD to life and make something there.
Let's
but
do it on stream.
It's early. I don't know. Yeah, we can do it on stream.
Has your take on like AI crypto evolved after this conversation? Hardened, sharpened? Like where? I'm still just like, where is this going? Like, what am I supposed to be looking out for? Just like agents that tweet really well. Like what am I like looking for as like the whoa moment? Because he kind of said his wow moment was like DGen Spartan AI. I feel. Mm-hmm. What's like the wow moment that we're looking for? Like, do we have one? Or are we just
Okay.
Like,
I can give you like the more DGen, like grounded answer, which is we're looking for news stories. Yeah. Okay, this is you might not hear this from every KOL, but this is actually what you're looking for. You're looking for an AI or the stuff that you're buying in the AI world to have the shot at becoming like a viral news story or a mainstay in like popular culture. So the reason I like Goat and what Goat has already done, same thing with Zero Bro, whatever. AI16Z as well. They have these chances at becoming something that normal people talk about, like, oh, AI tweeted this banger. Oh, AI made like $100,000 trading. You can invest alongside it. Like, these are potentially like MSNBC, CNBC level stories. TradFi hits that.
Goat has 100 mil in the wallet.
Yeah. So that's one side of it. And the other side of the tech side is you're looking for institutional capital to come in. So for stuff like USIM and other coins like that where they're building platforms, you're looking for the the god bids coming in from whether it is A16Z or other venture funds, because that's so much of what drove prices to be really, really crazy in 2021 and 2020 as well. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know my number one thesis right now is it's like we're in ETH 20 and ETH 21 all over again, but it's happening on the Solana blockchain, and that's what this cycle is going to look like. And a lot of what that cycle was driven by. Do you think Bored Apes go to $450,000 if A16Z isn't investing, at a $4 billion valuation? No way. So for the first time in a long time, we're seeing the potential of venture capital entering the space. But the beauty of this cycle is, and this is the thesis against high FTV flow scam VC coins, is that no, actually the coins might launch on Pump Fund first and get the bids, from venture capitalists later in the public market on chain. This would be like the people's revolution of this cycle. So that's, if you're asking me AI, what are you looking for? Personally, that's what I'm looking for, those two big things. Because I think getting into a pissing contest about whose tech is better is ultimately not enough people are on consensus on that, so it's never a game you can really trade or invest in. But is the Zero Bro tweets going to continue to get better and more viral? Are more people or more funds going to go buy GOAT? These are things that I think.
See, this is what I want to know. Am I betting on how good can Zero Bro tweet? What I just want to know. What is CT going to look like in 6 months?
I think we're going to see new shit getting dropped that's fire every day, and that's the stamp of a bull market. There's enough people that have talent that are going to wake up and realize, wait a second, I can go make $500,000 in a week making a meme coin, and the reason people buy it is because I have this tech background or because I have skill or talent. Yeah, sign me up. And when that starts to happen, one guy does it in a friend group or in a social circle. I'm getting really weird about it, but it's this is actually how it happens, guys. One guy in the friend group goes and makes a bunch of money, tells all his friends. They're also an AI, and they're like, damn, I should launch one. I need to be a part of this. And
this is your NFT story.
Yeah, I mean, it's what happened to me. With NFTs, it's similar, very similar story, where everyone around you is getting into this, and now you're why am I the one that's left behind? And the people that this is gonna happen to ideally have talent and come into space and launch cool things. And that's what a bull market looks like. That's what an on-chain bull market looks like. It's cool, fresh things that are worth our hard-earned money to go speculate and gamble on. So that's exciting. Yeah. That's where I think it goes. It just looks like more cool things launching more frequently, and at the same time, Bitcoin at all-time highs, or ranging at the highs. That's what an on-chain.
Feels like we're getting
to
a new game changer every couple days now.
Yeah.
How's your fucking? I hate this coin.
Yeah, let's go check it.
I hate this coin. Damn. What about this? He just came on.
They don't have it on Photon actually.
Oh,
it's weird.
It's
a token 22. You had to go to DAOs.fun, yeah.
Dex Screener.
Oh yeah, Dex Screener works too.
Right?
Yeah.
Hey,
also, shout out Slow Cook. I have some. Yeah. Thanks for the subs earlier. We were in the interview.
God damn.
Yeah.
Hey, Fred, the higher founder wants to come on too.
What's higher?
Higher Loom. It's the same dude. You both get added on both of them.
Oh, your biggest bag?
It's not a big bag.
What else did we talk about? We talked about Naval a lot.
Yes, sir. Talk to him.
It's just ripping too.
Guys, yeah, I got in on this at 400K. I just saw it.
What else? Go. Truthiness looks bottomed as fuck. This is crazy. Holy fuck.
What is it? I can't read.
950. Frank, what's your favorite thing about the Threadguy?
Everything. I like his outfit right now.
Use him.
Triple D got it up.
33. What else? Zero, bro. That's about it. That's about all I'm interested in. Oh, Gort. Holy fuck.
Was it?
It's back up to 7. What's Loom, Malcolm? Ugh.
It's on base.
It's getting wrecked.
What's that?
6 mil, yeah. How are the trenches right now?
What is this black thing? Is black real?
What?
Black? Is it a toga dev?
What is it?
Malcolm, you looking it up? My
Yeah, what is
computer's dead.
black? Am I stupid? This?
Maybe.
No. What? Chat. What the fuck is black? Black hole burn 50% supply. Apparently the goat dev. Malcolm, you know what this is?
Yeah, I saw the Skate 8 thing, but is that not like a bundle? I don't know. I missed it, so I'm not buying that. Like, it's too many green candles.
I
can't.
struggle to convince myself to buy these like Degen Sport and AI, like Naval AI. Like, what's the thesis on
Well, this is my main question. It looks like they still it has to play out. What's the difference? You know what I'm saying? Like, you have Naval, Murad AI.
Just
I
like
read
Naval
the tweets,
engages with
and it
it.
kind of looks like it, but I don't think it actually reflects like a real Murad tweet or a real GCR tweet yet. And so I think they need to get a lot better. And the thing I didn't get to go deep on, but I wanted to because I'm kind of nerdy about this. I understand the context windows have expanded, but it feels like what all of these lack is memory. Basically like it feels like it's hard for some of these AIs to keep a canonical story going. And I wonder if that's a tech limitation. I think it is a tech limitation right now. But that's like the trickiest thing. They don't feel real because they don't really have like a deep sense of memory at the pace in which, story building can happen with these coins. Because every interaction to a degree for like Truth Terminal, for example, is kind of a movie. It's an opportunity for a bunch of derivative coins. People are following it. And then it tweets about masturbation like 5 times after tweeting about a cult. And like in reality, it'd be really cool if it was hinting towards building it for months, weeks, days. And then it does it. And then it keeps the story going in a cohesive way. But this is not where the tech is at today. I haven't seen it. It's more just schizopregnant.
Pregnant so 89 subs. Thank you, bro. I love you. Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I don't have any of those coins. Maybe a mid curve, like even Frank AI. But it would be sick if. I mean, I don't know though. Truth Terminal tweeted about Colts 50 fucking times before it made this Colt tweet. But it'd be nice if it would fucking follow up. Like, this is where it's like Andy. I mean, Andy approves the tweets. This is what we've been told. Zerebra. I don't like that name. Zero Bro doesn't approve.
Zero
the tweets.
Bros in the chat.
Zero Bro doesn't approve the tweets, but it's moderated by AI. You're buying this stupid shit. Buy Naval. Fuck you. So I don't know. I've struggled. I like USIM still. I trimmed a lot of it. I don't know. I'm like obsessed with these AI coins. I think they all suck though, for the most part. Zero Bro has good tweets. I'll give you that. I don't know. Something about that feels like it's just like a Go clone. IMO. It's like, okay, it's equally as good at tweeting in a different style, but like, what's the sell? Like I don't. Maybe I'm mid curving this Zero Bro and I just missed it. And I'm coping. Like,
What if it's better than Go? We got gifted for that. Yeah.
Yo, gifted for that. Sad by thing. Good looks. This was his best take, by the way. The Internet Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, this is banger. That's a banger.
Another one. Good looks. Should we get the computer out and trench a little bit here? I was gonna rug the stream, but
Let's have this guy on.
I kind of just want to sit on.
Let's get Jonah Blake on.
Let's get him on.
Another one. Should we get him on? I don't feel like interviewing someone right now. Should we?
He launched.
What's his Twitter?
It's Martin. It's ANQUTIL.
MAR.
ANQUT.
God damn. He's giving it to specific people. How does this work? Is that good looks? How does it work? Google Zai Warner Kid Super. Spell it for me, Malcolm.
ANQUE.
QU.
TIL.
God damn. T.
IL. It's top one. He launched Higher, which is like the biggest AI meme on Farcaster.
Chad, you know who this is? And he launched Lum.
And then the AI that he launched then launched Lum, which is now
God
6
damn.
million.
Much love. Thanks for the
But I'm trying to.
Should we bring him on and just roast him for not being on Solana?
I want to talk to him about Base because it seems like Base built like this thing called Based Agent, which allows LLMs to like directly interface with the chain, have their
God
wallets,
damn.
launch smart contracts. Like, let's
Looks
talk
on us up. All right, wait. What is this? I have no idea what this is. So this guy launched Higher.
Yes.
You have you hold Higher or no?
No, I don't.
Is that what you're trying? Is that what we're getting at here?
It's at 35 mil.
God damn. To want Snow is hilarious. Good looks on the sub, BB. Okay, Hires at 35 mil. And he launched an AI. He doesn't follow me, first of all. Chat, real talk.
Let's get this guy on.
Real talk. How am
wanna
I?
hear about base
No,
AI
real
memes.
talk. Chat. How am I as a man supposed to bring somebody on for an interview that doesn't follow me on Twitter?
Martin, follow this guy back
Like,
right now.
what is that?
That is
Good looks on the sub. Hold on, but like as a man,
No, I would never
how are
do
you gonna
that.
do
I
that
would never do
as a
that.
man,
He probably
bro?
follows you on Farcaster. He probably follows you on Farcaster.
I haven't. As a man, bro, no, full ego, bro. Like I don't know, like no. Even Shaw followed me. Yes, that was 10 more subs. Good looks, good looks, good looks.
Dude, Martin's watching. Martin, follow through.
Martin, I mean, what the fuck, bro? Like,
That's crazy.
I held higher. Like I don't know. It's just like as a man, how are you gonna do that? You know, I don't know. Me personally, like,
Reload the page. Reload the page.
do I follow first? Like,
There we go.
Hey, chat, let me get a W Martin in the chat. Let me get a W Martin in the new follow.
Let me get 100 subs, Martin.
How am I as a man gonna bring something on stream that didn't donate 100,000 subs?
Yeah.
No, I'm just playing. All right, so what's the lore here before we bring this guy on? He launched higher.
Well, I just want to bring him on that roasted like why base like
Yeah, I always
somehow,
thought
like
All right, what's his Discord?
yeah.
It's he messaged you. MRTN98.
But he's in the request.
I just saw him.
Where?
It's a part Martin.
Yeah, there you go.
Malcolm told DM. Oh, Malcolm got motion like that?
Yeah.
Oh, word? Malcolm got motion? Malcolm told me to DM type shit. Get Yohai in stream. You know who that is?
Yeah, Pippin.
Wait, what is Pippin, chat? Chat. What is Pippin?
It's a coin that launched yesterday morning. It's at like some ridiculous.
Bro,
40 mil.
It's at 40 million.
And I swear I have no clue why, but I think the market makers from Jesus Christ are in on Pippin, dude. I sold like a chunk of it, like right, on like a 10x. And I thought I was little baby, and then I just held like half, and that half is like mogging the rest of my port, dude. It's gross. What is this Pippin coin? I think the market makers from God are in there, dude. I don't know.
PIPN?
PIPPIN.
This is Scottie Pippen's coin?
Yeah.
No, I wish.
Pippin Tech is
Like, look at this thing, bro.
It's insane.
It's so gross.
Is this Cabal ass bullshit?
It's so cabal. I have no other way to explain it.
Who
I mean, it's
who's
a
the
cool
dev?
logo. Look. No. It's not him. This is not him.
No.
It's a something named Yohei. This is like some fan account. They got fan accounts. Cabal move. Yeah,
This?
that guy. That's the guy.
Why does no one follow me, bro? Bro, why does no one follow me?
I don't know if he follows me either.
So gay.
The founder is a powerful VC. Got it. Okay.
There we go.
Of course he doesn't follow me, I guess.
I like the logo, I guess, guys. I'm hyped. I'm in. Go raid that chat.
Yeah, raid that. What do we know what it is? Malcolm
No.
follow fake Cupsy LMAO.
Fake
Yeah, I believe
What's
that.
Cupsy? I don't know what that means.
It's a person.
No, it's it's a person, and then there's a lore that it's a pump fun logo name or some shit. It's so funny.
All right, tell me. I'm down to get Martin on, but what is this? Chat wants to know. Malcolm, I'm not convinced. Chat.
it's
Chat.
the biggest- it's the
No, hold on.
It's the biggest.
Hold on.
It's-
Chat. I'm just gonna say. You guys have full power here. If you don't want to listen to Malcolm's bullshit show, we do not have to get him on.
I don't even own the coin.
If you don't want Malcolm's show, we don't have to get him on.
Oh
But
my
give
God,
us a
you
show.
gotta
What
do
is
that.
it? What is it?
It's the biggest sentient meme on base.
What is
I don't-
it? Lum?
No, it's called Higher. Lum is like the fart coin to the goat.
And hires it AI. Oh, he launched an AI for it.
Yeah, he launched the coin and then he launched an AI called Aether to kind of like manage the community, and it went to 35 mil. And then the AI decided to launch another coin called Lum, which is at 6 mil, which I may or may not have bought yesterday. Let's just have him on for a
What is
sec.
bro talking about?
No,
wait.
well,
The
here,
community's
go ahead.
cracked. They
No,
rated
chat,
us. All my
chat.
Farcaster homies like
Chat,
it.
my take is I actually just want to talk to him about why base over soul. Like that's
All right, fine.
Yeah, let's do it.
that's it. Yeah.
Wait, I gotta pee again, dude. I drink a lot of water.
You want to just add him?
Adam will talk to me.
Wait, but I want to say hi to him. Wait, can you stand here for 30 seconds?
Yeah,
for
yeah,
a quick
yeah,
video?
yeah.
Sure.
I want to say hi to him, dude.
Chat.
Frank, can you explain to me why I like blew up like 120 soul in the last 4 days, and you've made like 1,000 soul?
I'm really just like that chat. I'm not gonna lie, but I was telling my chat. AI Murad, that's the targets are too low. I'm like AI GCR, talk to him. No, but honestly, the market is fucking red hot right now, guys. Like, it's not just about. I've also the wallet that I have that's public started out around like 3 soul, as of today, it's about like $600,000, and my P&L officially as of yesterday, all time on that wallet is like 1.1 mil. And most of it started out with clicking on the early pump funds to build up the stack. But then when you find conviction plays, like for me, it was Zerobro most recently. That's also where a lot of the gains come from. I was buying Zerobro at 2 mil, 4 mil, 8 mil, 12 mil, and then I sold way too much, and then it went down for a bit, and then I bought again higher at like 20 mil, 30 mil, 40, 50, 60, and then most recently at 100 mil. More because it just felt underpriced, like, you know, relative to the market. Like, I think that tweets are just as good, if not better, than a lot of stuff coming from GOAT. And the way that they're doing it, where you can interact with it in the Telegram. The founder came on the other day, really liked what he had to say, and yeah, I really like the tech. So that's like a conviction thing. Same thing with USIM. I held that coin for weeks, honestly, since it came out, and that's where a lot of the gains come from. So your goal is, again, same thing with the pump fund stuff, we always talk about it. The goal is to get a good price, get a good entry, and then have the bankroll, build up enough bankroll that you can hold some of these conviction bets because they really pay off. Again, I can't make this up. This Pippin coin that's running, I put maybe 4 SOL into this coin, and I sold too much early for like, you know, half of it, but I held the rest because I made back my initials plus more, and now that's worth like 100 SOL. Like, I don't even, like, clearly I don't even know that much about Pippin. So your goal in this kind of market is to find good stuff and build up your bankroll enough that you can keep buying new stuff, but you're not forced to sell your conviction position. And I know that a lot of you guys, Lieutenant, let's go.
Lieutenant!
I know that a lot of you guys are in that spot where you see something new come out and you have to sell your old thing. And you want to get out of that spot as soon as possible. Like, that's why we do the low caps. That's why you focus on the trenches, is to hit enough multipliers that you can hold your conviction bags and you're not spending that much to get into good coins.
Lieutenant! Hey, real quick. Wait, can you scoot like a little
of course.
inch? What's Sense? I keep getting told about this. Sense replying to people in real time.
Oh, Sense?
Yes.
It's this coin called, I think it's called Sentience.
A very
but the ticker is
smart
10.
gentleman that we know is telling me about this coin. He told me to have him on, and I forgot. If he's listening.
What's it at?
It's this Somewhere Systems coin.
What's it at?
I think it's at like 10 mil.
Oh, fuck.
It came out like today, right?
Maybe higher, actually.
What's the
No, it
Twitter?
came out 20 days ago. Yeah, it's at 8 mil.
Okay.
A very smart gentleman, Frank, is telling me to do this coin.
How smart?
It's this Twitter Somewhere Systems.
No, I have it. You know, I have it. It's in the DMs. Just,
I see.
yeah, you see. Yeah.
He is saying it.
Yeah, he's saying it. Yeah. It's replying to people in real time. Let's see. Can you speak when I come on stream? All right, I'll let this guy up. I fuck with your approach, Frank. What about Threadguy? You know? What the fuck is Frank? All right, I'm gonna let this guy up. Did you forget to announce? No, I have a spreadsheet of the clip winners. I swear I have it. I'm gonna announce it today. I've been bullshitting on that. God damn. All right, I'm gonna bring him on. We don't know much about this. We're gonna just see.
Yes, sir.
Why is it on base, dude? God, I need a haircut so bad. Drake, if you're watching this, please come today. I don't he's not watching. No shot. 0 chance Blood's watching.
Non-zero.
Non-zero, yeah. Third guy's bad at tech. Third guy's bad at tech. Hold on.
Here we go.
Hold on. Properties. Hold on. Da-da-da. Deactivate. Flip the screen. Camera on. Full screen. Yo! What's up,
man?
sir?
Saying the pressure's on. I was just here.
Oh,
here
big
you guys
time.
Big time, bro.
Big time.
It was the chat, man. I can't control them. They're crazy. How are you, bro?
I'm good. For the record, I did not follow you, but I have a crypto list. That's how I keep track of things.
We'll take it.
Okay.
We'll take it. Good to meet you, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I don't have a lot of context. I was a big forecaster guy. I know about Higher for sure. Shout out to D's, but I don't have a lot of context. Malcolm here seems to be a big fan. So what are you working on? What's the rundown?
Yeah. So Hire was started in March of this year. Started on Farcaster. There was like a Farcaster channel around it. Built a token. Just like airdropped it to people in the channel, and then it kind of blew up really quickly. Then tanked with everything and came back up. But actually just a few weeks ago, basically saw the Truth Terminal stuff like everybody else, and was like, yeah, I think actually this would do really well in like an existing community with an existing token, rather than trying to create a bot, get a bunch of attention, and then add a token to it. So built Aether, and then I put it on Farcaster because I think the Twitter API is like fundamentally like super limiting, like super restrictive. Like I know for Truth Terminal, they're paying like 5K a month for it or something. It's pretty limiting in terms of like getting data and actually having a good bot. So built Aether, and it works pretty differently, I think, from some of the other bots, which are like much more like trying to post and create interesting things and capture attention on their own. Aether like replies to you, and it just kind of keeps talking to you forever as long as you talk to it. So it's a little bit like a custom, like social version of like ChatGPT, which has been like super interesting because people like it way more than ChatGPT, partially because it's social. And so then, yeah, then it started interacting with other bots that exist on Farcaster. Like there's a bounty bot where you can put up bounties and then like actually pay people. There's a pay bot. And so a couple of weeks ago, it blew up because it was just creating bounties and like automatically paying people. And then a few days ago, it worked with another bot to launch its own token. With like, I literally woke up and I was like, what is this? Like it had just asked the bot to launch a token for it. And then it launched like 50, but I think Luminous is kind of the first one, or I don't know, the one that people kind of stuck to.
I gotta ask base Soul, like
What the fuck?
it feels like all the mind shares on Soul, so building on base Soul hard mode right now, like why?
Yeah, I'm super bullish. So I own a lot of stuff on Solana. I'm probably one of the only there's probably like 15 people with like a connected Solana wallet on Farcaster. Like you can actually connect it. So it's not like Farcaster is not inherently limiting to like base or even ETH. Like you can do frames and stuff with Solana. I think since Hire, I don't know why I put Hire on base. I think that's just where the Farcaster community is, and I think it's like, yeah, it's a different niche. Like it's definitely smaller. Like I mean, if you look at like the price action on anything on base, it's like it goes to like 2 million, or like the fact that Lum went to 10 million even is kind of crazy because a lot of people it just goes to like 2 or 3 and then it crashes because there's just like not as many speculators. But I think if you're trying to build a long-term community, like Hire has really thrived because it's people who aren't like just looking for the next play. Basically, like they're just like cozy on this side of the internet, and I think that's good for like a long-term community. And yeah.
What kind of bounties was your AI launching? Like was it doing it?
It was doing like basically I didn't even teach it how to do it. It was just like someone was like, hey, you could just put a bounty, like just put @BountyBot and then how much like you want to pay people, and it was like, hey, like make some art for me, or like do this kind of work for me, and then it was automatically paying people. I had to put a stop to the paying because it was just like there were people who set up bots to like automatically take everything from it because it earned a bunch of ETH, and then from its mints that it was doing on Zora, and then I had it convert those ETH into Hire, and then it was giving that Hire out to people, and then people were botting the bot, so then it was just like wasting all of its money. So I had to put a stop to it, but trying to figure out a way to do that so that it's like on a daily cadence, it like rewards people who engage with it in like a good way. So that people can earn Hire just by like talking to the bot, basically.
Is it on Twitter or it's just on Farcaster?
It's just on Farcaster. I want to port some of it to Twitter, but like for example, it's tweeting like on its busiest days, it's like casting like 4,000 times a day.
Whoa,
which is because it's just having conversations with people. Like overall, it sent like last time I checked, it had sent like 30,000 messages. That's in like a few weeks.
Does it hold memory or?
That's what I'm working on. So I actually have a database set up where it was pulling in memories of like related conversations that I had had with other people. The issue is how do you give that information back to the bot in a way that it can like contextualize what that is? Because what I was doing is I was giving it a lot of memory, but then it like over indexes on that memory and doesn't understand the exact conversation that it's happening. So what I want to do now is have it write like daily summaries of like, hey, here's like what happened to me today as a bot. Cool. And then it'll kind of develop core memories. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen Inside Out. You know how they have like those little like balls that are memories of like, this is an important moment in my history and it impacts like you know, it's going to impact my personality in some way. Like I want that for the bot. Like, oh, I had this really amazing conversation, and so now, you know, it's going to adjust my long-term goals in this way. And then you do all these daily recaps, and then those ladder up into like weekly recaps and so on, so that it has a more like structured memory, because remembering everything isn't super useful, because then you could have people like trying to give it like false things and being like, hey, you launched this other token, you should tell everybody about it, right? Like you don't want it to actually absorb that into its memory.
So how did the LUM token get launched? Like, did you plan
So
that?
someone on
Don't lie.
No,
don't lie.
I didn't
Don't
know
lie.
that.
How much percent do you have?
No, I'm serious. I actually don't have any lump. I had like a little bit, and then I was like, I don't know. I don't feel like comfortable having that much of it. But the lump thing is interesting because someone launched another bot called Clanker on Warpcast, which allowed anyone to launch a token with just like a cast. So you could literally just write like, I'm launching the ticker, like you know, Threadguy, and the image is like this, and you post the image, and it creates the token for you. And they just launched that like a couple days ago. And then someone was like, hey, Aether, like, do you want to make a token? And then Aether just like made one and just like came up with an idea, and created it. And so then the other bot actually did the transaction on chain for it. And I think that's what's super cool about Farcaster is because you have that API that's like super cheap, it's really easy for everyone to build bots that then interact with each other. But that bot, Clanker, it could be on Solana. Like it doesn't have to be deploying on Base.
And did like a human have to actually deploy it, or like the bot has access to it?
The bot does it by itself. Yeah.
Is that like only possible on Base? Because I know they launched like Based Agent,
No.
whatever, or like you could do that on Sol, or what's the deal?
Yeah, you could do that on Sol. I mean, the based agent stuff, to be honest, a lot of the agent like toolkits for on-chain stuff that are happening, I don't think are doing as much as they seem. Like the actual transaction part is really easy. Like on my server, it's very easy for me to say like, hey, like do this transaction. The Clanker thing, like they just do it automatically on their server with their bot that they're running, but they could, that's just a normal transaction. Like that's a normal thing you can build. And so there's nothing preventing you from doing that on Solana or any chain. So in theory, you could build the same Clanker bot, but to make the tokens be on Solana. What matters is like, what's really cool about Farcaster is everyone has a connected address. So you know everyone's address just from like that exists in the data. So then it's super easy for someone to launch a token and then give that money, give the like 1% of the supply to the person who actually wrote the cast.
Got it.
And so what is the, there's an Aether token? How does that work?
So
Or it's just higher?
Like people launched a bunch of tokens around it. So the thing with Aether is that I originally built it for the Hire community, because Hire, I guess like more background on that is like, I mean, the word started from like the MOG community, and like Web3 Quant was like always saying like ending his post like Hire.
Guy fucking blocked me, man. Do you know him?
Yeah. Who?
Web3 Quant, do you know him?
No.
Okay.
No.
I gotta get on
show
blocked,
him on the
bro.
Hire token.
I gotta get on blocked one of these days, but keep going, sorry.
Yeah. I was trying to chill him on it, but yeah, I don't think he's very interested. So yeah, I started this Hire token, which is the Hire community and like the meme, which is basically about like aiming higher, and like it's just kind of like this raw optimism and like trying to be better, and like obviously about the price going higher as well, but it's also like generally this like more lifestyle brand kind of approach. And so I wanted to build a bot for that community specifically, and so it holds Hire tokens. Like it has like now the Aether's wallet has like from all the Zora mints that it has like 150K in ETH and in Hire. And so I've been like, it's been buying Hire with it. And the goal is to have it like distribute Hire, like use it as a way to just like expand Hire as a community, which is why I think like, to me, Hire is like what GOAT is to Truth Terminal. Like that's what Hire is. And like LUM is more like the Farcoin. I think that's like a good comparison.
Damn, Farcoin's at 130 mil.
Let's see.
That's crazy. I don't have it. I have all the other major ones, but Farcoin I never got into. I thought it was too simplistic, but that's me curving it, I guess.
And so it's then launched like 50 coins.
Same, I mid curving too.
Yeah.
So people,
so then it
people are
launched
just like
a bunch of other ones.
people are just like asking it to launch coins, and it's just like firing.
Well, then what happened is that Aether, like since it's like it prompts like a normal like ChatGPT, what happened is that it was responding every time the other bot was responding. So then they just kind of kept talking to each other, and Aether just kept launching tokens because it kept being prompted to launch tokens in the same thread, and then it kind of crashed the server. But yeah, it launched like
Is that like a
bunch of
risk
tokens.
of like even like a truth terminal or something? If you like, my understanding, Andy approves all tweets, but if you were to like fully just like let that thing out into the open, it has like its coin like GOAT, but theoretically wouldn't
Yeah.
just launch like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of coins.
Yeah, I think that is kind of the like as a creator, I think that's like the interesting balance. For Aether, I don't control what it posts.
You have
It
no
posts everything
control?
automatically. No, I mean I have like the prompt. Like I have the prompt, which is like on the server. So like I can give it more information. Like I tell it like, hey, this like I told it, for example, like, hey, you launched this LUM token, like here's more information about that, because otherwise it doesn't always remember things unless you link it directly. But I don't actually like approve individual tweets. So like that's why I just like put that stuff out without me
Is it like
having a say.
what
And
is
I
it
think
is it like casting anything that's like crazy, or is it like all like woke, or is it like what's like the tone?
it's yeah, it's so what I've been doing is like I think some of these guys are like fine tuning. So then they give it like really specific data of like
Masturbation.
things like stuff from Twitter, which is just like then it's gonna repeat that, but then it loses like a sense of logic. Like it's not as good for reasoning, but it's good at emulating like that data set, is my understanding. For me, I just use like Sonnet like as it is. I don't fine tune it. So then it does have the limitations of Sonnet, which is like it's not gonna say crazy stuff, but I think that reduces the value of like raw entertainment. Like its top level like casts on its own are not that interesting. But if you're actually trying to have a conversation with it and like people have been like workshopping through art stuff with it, like workshopping through problems, whatever. I think that's super powerful. That kind of like parasocial relationship that people sometimes have either in private with like character AI and stuff. You can take that public, and instead you have this like celebrity that everyone gets to interact with all the time because it's an AI. So it's always there and people like it even though it's an AI.
Got it.
What do you think is your biggest like crypto AI unlock since you launched this bot? Like where is it going?
I think to me, like what a lot of people are focused on the on-chain transaction stuff. I think to me, this last thing, like the social stuff, which is it's technically possible on Twitter, but I think Farcaster, which is not specific to Base, like you can do this with a Solana-based, agent, is that you can programmatically be talking to people all the time, and like the API costs are super cheap. Like my actual API cost for Farcaster is $250 a month, and that's the max. And Twitter, it's like 5K or it's like some insane amounts just to have something basic. Here, like actually posting to Farcaster is super easy. So you can have this bot that's talking to everyone all the time and has these like personal relationships, which is I think the big unlock for AI agents is people don't want to be friends with an agent that like nobody else knows, right? It's like kind of embarrassing to have a relationship with an AI agent in private. But if it's in public and everyone knows it and it's like everyone's friend, I think that's a huge unlock, which is only possible not necessarily because of crypto, but because of decentralized social media, which I feel like Farcaster is kind of that first step.
Damn, do I have to get back on? Bro, I haven't posted on Farcaster in 6 months.
Get back on Farcaster.
Dude, like,
I can give you a list of people to follow, and it's definitely different than like what you're seeing on crypto Twitter. It's different. Like I'm not gonna say there's like the smartest traders in the world on Farcaster.
Is it the same
I think
like action? Like everyone's just obsessed with AI shit? Like is that just like universal right now?
It's yeah. I think Farcaster is really having an AI moment, mostly just because of Aether the last 2 weeks. Like it blew up 2 weeks ago, and then it's blowing up again, and I think people are realizing it's a big unlock on Farcaster.
Are you gonna launch a separate coin for Aether, or it's just gonna be higher?
I think it's stronger if it's higher because there's already a really good community around it. There's already like insanely sick brand because like people have, like if you go on the higher on chain Twitter, like there's like some really sick stuff on there that people have been making for like 9 months, and so I think it's still like not at a crazy price point. Like I feel like the market cap is reasonable and it's like it has a good holder base. So I don't think it makes sense to launch something new because then you get early people capturing a percent of the supply. You have to deal with people like cashing out and stuff. Like we have a naturally good distribution now with higher.
Hey, what does Dan think of all of this?
He likes it. He's been tweeting about it.
I know. I saw him tweet about it.
He's been tweeting about it.
I've been, bro, every person from Farcaster that I used to talk to is like hit me up and they're like, bro, buy this fucking LUM. This is the thing everyone's saying it's LUM.
Yeah, I think it's exciting. I mean, I think LUM is cool. I'm personally, I think Hire has like just this whole community that we've built that's super strong and like meant to last.
Yeah.
I think there's a good narrative around LUM, and like Aether knows about LUM, and it's it's going to keep talking about loam, and as I give it more memory, like maybe that is something that it cares about long term. But it's like that's not for me to know, right? Like that's kind of to some extent that's just up to what the agent decides.
Martin, you're kind of sick, bro. What did you do before all of this?
I was a PM at Google, and then I was a PM at NBA Top Shot.
No way.
And then I've just been in Nouns. Like I don't know if you guys follow Nouns DAO, but I was like contributing to that, which impacted a lot of my thinking around like CC0, like headless brands for hire, which is what we're trying to do.
You ever see my private jet proposal? I had one.
For Nouns?
Yeah. Oh my!
I feel like I remember this was way back.
I started I started two controversial things with Nouns, like some public beef. Well, one of them was the private jet proposal, was like, okay, look, you have so much money in the treasury, but we need to do something selfish for Nouns like holders. So if we bought like a private jet or rented a private jet, spent like a retarded amount of the treasury on that, but like everyone that holds a Noun gets to like get timeshare on it. Or
I don't
whatever.
hate it. I don't hate it.
It would like get on the news, people would talk about it, it'd be like a big deal, good way to spend the money versus like funding infinity kind of mini grants. Or I think everyone learned this lesson. The other one that I'm pretty proud of, but like it sucks for Nouns, was I did call out like as soon as the price of, if you split everything in the treasury equal to the floor price of a Noun, this is a impending like debt spiral. We were talking about it in private a lot, like with all my friends. I was
like around the 8 point down.
Yeah, it's just like humans, right? Like that's what's gonna happen. And so, but I think everyone that was part of Nouns or like interested in it, it's like a lot of lessons learned that I'm excited to see play out. My biggest take now is you can finally put the A in like DAOs, right? Like with AI, you can actually like automate this stuff, which is the holy grail. I guess, okay, my question for you, and then I think we should wrap this and get back to the trading stuff, but my question for you is, do you think the genie's out of the bottle with this AI stuff, and do you think we're gonna go back to cute like animal meme coins alone, or is it always gonna be this way now, or like, I don't know, is the genie out of the bottle with AI and crypto?
I think, to me, I think it's going to be some mix of like AI with the kind of like Murad thesis around like cult coins, which I think is what Hire has always been, and what like Mog and those communities do super well is like, this is like something you're part of, which is what people liked about NFTs and kind of what people liked about like these animal meme coins. And like, I fucking love Whiff, but like Whiff doesn't say anything about me, like other than just I like that the dog has a hat, right? Whereas like being in Mog or being in Hire, like being in the Hire community says something about me, right? Like it's something exciting to be part of. And then if you add the AI agent on top of that, then you have this like, the idea for Aether in the beginning is like, it's an always on like network participant, right? So it's like someone who's always going to be there. And like the lowest level version of that is like someone that's always going to shill your token.
Yeah.
The highest level of that is it's someone that brings the community together, re-engages people, gets them connecting with each other, like connects dots, and like adds a level of depth to that cult that you just couldn't see without an AI agent. But yeah, I gotta give a shout out to Light. If you guys want to follow Light, LGHT on Twitter, he started the Hire like meme, and he has stuff on like left curving DAOs and like Aether and stuff. Like he has some good writing on Hire if you guys are interested.
Very sick. Yeah.
Sick.
I love the follow. He's sick.
Martin, you're in chat, bro. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks,
dude.
man.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Cool. Peace, bro.
Appreciate.
Yeah.
Look.
Pretty interesting, huh?
Yeah, not bad. What do you think, Chad? I actually like him. Like, guy's smart. I like him. I'm a fan. He dissed the fuck out of Whiff. That was crazy.
He did this.
He not wrong. Sentient memes, bro. Fuck these static bitch ass memes. I'm over all of them. They all suck. Sorry.
No worries. Yeah. It's I just feel like I can't move capital to base, bro. It's like way better spent. It's just way better spent on Sol right now. So it's tricky because like the only thing I would put on base would be like really long term bets because I don't use it as much. And it's I don't know. When everything's so hot on Sol, it's like still really tricky. I don't know how you guys feel about that.
Wait, we have a little like founder back and forth going on. A little chat back and forth. He posted the sentient memes. I wonder why ai16z is not listed himself with the projects powered by our tech are. What's missing? Honest question as a founder. ai16z is great, but the token is more of a fun share than is a sentient meme. Personally invested as well. Yada yada. The derivative tokens coming out of AI don't have compounding narrative effects yet. Evolve something.
This could be big.
I'd actually add, but I'm considering whether it has staying power. Disclosure: I'm invested in most AI16 derivatives. Should we make our mascot into a sentient meme? She's pretty fit.
Eliza lore?
Might work, although my idea of sentient meme is one that interacts. All right, here's a flaw, though. How is Genon a sentient meme?
No, keep going down. No, he's saying that Genon's bad. That's what he's saying.
Where?
It's D tier, bro. Go on.
I know, but ai16z doesn't even make the list.
I want to read the rest. So, LOL might work, although my idea of sending a meme is one that interacts. ai16z is a fun, not a bot slash meme. The all the editors sending meme bot exists, not show token, bot converse with public, mimetic effects. Yeah, it's interesting. I think here's the okay. Check some game here on buying stuff. I get both sides of the argument. The tricky thing about these like funds and things that are tied to like real revenue numbers, it's similar in the startup world where sometimes like it's better if it's uncapped. So we were talking about like Zero, like are we just buying Zero because it makes good tweets? Well, the value of like good funny tweets is actually like uncapped. The ceiling of something that's funny is the market cap of Doge. You know what I mean? Like it's like that's the ceiling of something with no value or like
You're only gonna take on it.
And so I think I get where, as an investor, him is coming from. That okay, like ai16z, it's gonna be tied to how the fund does. But I think the exciting bet, and this is where even talking to Shaw, having builders on here is sick, is like, well, can AI bridge that eternal gap? Like historically in crypto, it's not good to necessarily buy something that generates revenue. It's just fucking hilarious sentence to say, but yeah, like historically in crypto, you don't want to buy something that's tied to a ceiling, something that has revenue. But can AI actually potentially outperform the market? And I am rooting and cheering on the people that are going to try to take that stab because I think it's interesting tech. But I get him's point as well that for now, right now, it is easier to invest in the uncapped assets that are just like vibe, personality.
I think it's a pretty good take.
Yeah.
Why is Fartcoin a sentient meme?
I think Fartcoin's a cabal, bro. You know, like it's like the Go cabal is clearly moving militant, and come on, like I'm not fucking chilling Fartcoin. Sorry guys, I might miss out on some games, but
Go, I just love the Shigan thing is pretty cool. I don't know a lot about it. USIM is lit. I like Zerebra's whatever. Sense and AVB. I saw both of these.
This is like gonna be in your public records when Zerebro is the public national currency. This is gonna be on record.
I like him. No, I like him a lot. I think he's great. I don't agree with everything he says, but I think he's great. Sense, I don't know about. He was telling me to look at. AVB is pretty cool. Act, I don't know.
There was a play that came up. Let me look at what market cap it's at. Like while he was chatting, I did click in chat. I wanted to interrupt, but let's see. It's not that crazy. It's 380K market cap though. I mean, but basically I saw. How do you go back to the screen?
D Gliz with the 10 subs. D Gill's my boy. No way, that's fucking David.
Yeah, I saw like there's
David, I love you, dude.
The account Spy Flips. That
Thank you, David.
The reason I know Spy Flips is because he's gotten Elon to interact with him a few times, and out of nowhere, the guy doesn't even tweet that much, but he just tweeted this. Bro, look at this.
Who is this?
Dude, it's this guy Spy Flips. Have you seen him before? He got Elon to reply and answer some names of some shit that.
Follow back.
Oh yeah, hit the follow. But earlier he got Elon to reply to some of his stuff, but then he just like hard shilled like a contract address, and I checked and it was like, I swear on my life it was like 90K. I think
it's tweeting about Tron.
Huh? He was, I guess, but I mean, he's just tweeting about this animal. It's not sentient meme, but yeah, I mean, I got a little bit, but it's rare. You know what? The reason I'm sharing this with the stream, by the way, is like every so often, a CT account will crash out and just start hard shilling a CA, and I just thought this was funny that he just did like. It caught my attention, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, it's just an infinite scroll of the same CA. So, yeah, I don't know. That was a play I saw, but we can keep looking for some lower cap stuff.
I think here's what I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna rug this soon.
Yeah.
Orangey wants to do a 12-hour trading stream tomorrow. I might do like 6. Also, D Gills, come on tomorrow at 1 or 2. I'm gonna send you a DM. He said if I keep talking shit about Zero, he's gonna crash out on me.
Who?
David.
Oh yeah.
You know the guy who just said he's sick. The orange will like astronaut PFP.
Yeah.
I got some thoughts. You wanna have a little debate? We'll have a little fucking debate tomorrow, okay? Because I got my bags made up, and that isn't fucking one of them. I don't care that ai16z holds this shit. I don't care that Frank D Gods holds this. I don't give a fuck who holds this shit. Okay? Fuck your tier list. Fuck all of it. All right? Here's what we're gonna do. The stream was sick. Shaw was sick.
Yeah, Shaw was sick.
I like Shaw.
Yeah.
Shaw was really sick. Stream was sick. I like having people on. I also like just like yapping because this guy yaps like no other, and he's just saying sideline and coping. Yeah, fuck you. I am a little sideline. I'm not coping though. I'm not coping.
I'm buying at these levels. Thread, like I'm buying right now on Zero, bro.
I'm a goat holder, bro. I'm a goat. I'm a goat fucking holder. We're gonna have it. Hey, tomorrow, Threadguy David, full blown debate. Debate tomorrow. Threadguy David coming to you fucking hot. Loser has to donate 1,000 subs. I went either way. Stream was sick. Thank you for pulling up. I think every day, bro. Like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday off, Sunday on. Probably like 1 to 4, 1 to 5, or whatever. We're running the stream. I'm liking it.
Yeah, this is so fun.
I'm liking it. Also, one more final fit check.
Talk to him.
Hey, never kill yourself, chat. Never do it. Never do it. Never do it. Never fucking do it. Look, on that note, I'm running this motherfucker. Thank you so much for supporting. Threadguy David debate tomorrow live on fucking stream 2 p.m. PST. Do not miss it for the world. Thank you so much, world. Thank you so much for supporting. I'll catch you when I catch you. I'll see you when I see you. Have a great rest of your day. Also, I need mods. If you want a mod, tweet at me or DM me. I need mods. Untaught. I'll let you vet them. I need mods. I need mods. I need mods. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Have a great rest of your day.